Oh, bloomin' heck, she's done it again. She has absolutely done it again. She forgot to click the unmute on the game audio. That's the brain fog for you. And maybe slightly a little bit of snifflies and the beginnings of like light symptoms that I've got of something. Hopefully they don't get as bad as more worse than they are currently, but I will manage it for now. But nonetheless, with that all said and done, we're going to continue with our playthrough in the Great Ace Attorney Adventures. Hello to everybody in Twitch land, hello to everybody in YouTube land as well, watching this on the YouTube channel. Feel free to enjoy what you see here, and if you do, let me know by leaving your likes, comments, maybe even subscribing, and hitting the bell down below, checking out all the details as well in the description. If you want to find me on other socials and other pages online, you can see me on all those places down there. But for now, we would otherwise hit the continue from the latest save, but since we are going to be kicking off today with episode number 5 of Great Ace Attorney Adventures, I feel like we should get a recap of how this thing kicks off. We got the teaser of it at the end of last time, but that was a couple of days ago, so my mind needs a refresher. And just in case any of y'all need a refresher, I don't know if you've like just come back from a long time away from this series yourself, maybe you can enjoy this along with me here. So the adventure of the unspeakable story, involving apparently the Hound of the Baskervilles. A hound it was, but not such a hound as any mortal has ever seen. Its eyes glowed with a smouldering glaze. The whole of its oxidized body was outlined in white-hot flames. Damn. 17 chapters this one. Right, so let's just get a check in here. If I went to this chapter for instance. Okay, 11 chapters from the previous episode. So yeah, this is going to be a bit of a slog and a long one. What about all the other ones? Technically that was only 7. So like these small ones, 6 chapters in that one, and then the Great Departure had only 6 as well. Alright, yeah, this one's going to be a slog. But more than happy to take it on. So with that, let's get started, shall we? If you hear sniffles every now and then during this part, I apologise, but that's just cold symptoms coming in.
It's coming!
We'll do our best.
Jones's cry pierced through the thick wall of fog around us. Wisps of vapor flowed over the pistol as I cocked it, and I waited, breathlessly, in the stillness. The silence lasted for what seemed an eternity, until, at last, it appeared. From the shadows of the cloud, an enormous beast sprang out upon us. A hound it was, but not such a hound as any mortal has ever seen. Its eyes glowed with a smoldering glare. The whole of its ox-sized body was outlined in white-hot flames. Its rumbling pant and hideous howl, so terrified was I that I began to tremble with fear. "Look well, Wilson," Sholmes declared, gazing upon the mystical beast. "For this is the diabolical Hound of the Baskervilles."
The only thing I got on standby for, in terms of napkins is just fast food napkins. That's all I've got. I should have bought some tissues if I was feeling like this. Oh well. You win some, you lose some. You can't win them all. Sometimes you just ill-prepared for things. Oh well. Okay. So yeah, as a reminder as well of what we've just done. At the end of episode 4, we got invited to set up shop as a sort of mini law firm in the attic, it turns out, of the residence of Mr. Herlock Sholmes. Turns out we are in the attic of 221B Baker Street. At a very, very, very famous location. And yeah. So here we are. Our first 2 months in London passed by in a flash. In that disconcerting courtroom experience we were first thrown into on the day we arrived in the country. And in Soseki-san's terrible ordeal that had followed closely behind, we had emerged victorious. However, there then came an abrupt end to our opportunities to appear in court. Which was hardly surprising, of course, since I was nothing more than an amateur, an unknown student of law from a faraway land. So life in our little office was very quiet. That is. Until it was shattered one day by that fateful telegram. 2 months of absolute nothing. Sounds like a blissful time, in all honesty. You should have lapped that up, and honestly, you're not scared. You should have, like, you know, gone out on the town. As much as your pitiful, like, stipend allowances will allow you to go out on town. You should see a lot more about London. Might have been nice back then. Who knows? So yeah, we went straight from February into April. Yeah, this is a long time passing. Okay. 15th of April, 9:13 a.m. Naruhodo's Legal Consultancy. Knock, knock, knock. Yeah, get me in for Foley effects. I can do them all. So I got a little mini desk there, and I like, yeah, makes sense. Makes sense. My desk over there is the mess, and then I'm guessing this is Susato's little table in the foreground here with a nice little vase, tiny little vase, and the inkwell, and the books very neatly arranged, unlike a certain somebody. That morning, I was awoken by the unreserved knocking on the door by the telegram boy. But after he'd gone, Susato-san's behavior became very obviously strange. Susato-san?
Yes? Is it time for leave for court already? Let me see. What case is it today?
I don't think I'm scheduled to defend anyone at the moment, am I?
Oh, no, of course not. How silly of me.
But I think Ari said she would make us breakfast this morning. So shall we go down to Mr. Sholmes' suite?
Yes. Iris makes the most delicious breakfast food.
She does, doesn't she?
And once our bellies are full, we can leave for court in fighting fit form. Let me see. What case is it today?
Oh my god, she's so antsy. She's so antsy about not having work. She's like deluding herself that we've got it all. Oh, here we go again. Yeah, I could talk about all that there. Right, what we should do is see to many things in this room, from left to right, shall we do? That spade has been in here since we started renting the place.
Oh, that's not a spade, Naruhodo-san. It's a shovel.
No, shovels are for digging. That's for scooping up loose material. It's a spade.
No, spades are for digging. That's for scooping up loose material. It's a shovel.
I don't want to dig a hole for myself, so, yeah, let's leave it. Let's leave that as it be. Oh, that's nice. So, little smoke snack with a...
And the kettle nicely boiling in it.
It's spring at last, and the weather is warmer now. But I love the smell of the fire and the steam rising from the kettle.
Oh, would you like some tea, Naruhodo-san?
Oh, thank you, Susato-san, but I'm alright for now. With the green tea Susato-san makes me from time to time and Iris's unique herbal infusions, this place is paradise for a true tea lover.
Green tea is such a wonderful accompaniment to British tea cakes, don't you think?
Mixing cultures and cuisines. Oh, speaking of the green tea, this is what they... Yeah, these are the things they used to make it. Or... No, yeah, they're the things they used to, like, prepare the green tea with, and then they've got that, I guess, for either purifying baths or, like, stuff like that for rituals? Maybe? Oh, no, it's all part of the tea set. Okay. I got confuzzled. So this is the tea set that Susato-san brought with her from Japan. Let's hope she hasn't noticed me slipping sugar and milk into my tea when she makes it. It's just so bitter.
Tea is a drink to be enjoyed, Naruhodo-san. You really don't have to force yourself to drink it, you know. I don't like to see you scoop your face, though. Ooh, busted!
I mean, I feel like you might sully it if you try and add like other things into just like a pure brewed like green or green tea from either the powder or from like green tea leaves. I feel like you spoil it if it's just like not the pure like green tea essence. I mean, then again, I've heard of green tea lattes and you know, like sweet green teas where they're like done up with milk and whatnot. But no, if I'm having green tea, it's just straight in the water with either the powder or the leaves. Then if I have like an English tea, then that's when I add my sugar, my milk, my whatever to that one. So, that's my preferences. We've only been here in London for about 2 months, but my desk is starting to look like a little messy already. Oh, that's nothing. I could do that in a few days, mate.
You could tidy it up once in a while.
Susanoo-san, I always say, making a mess is a small sacrifice to pay for being able to further your studies. And time spent tidying up is time you can't devote to the same cause.
And time spent in ridiculous arguments is time that can be better spent on some simple housework. Ooh, busted!
She wins. But I'm supposed to be the lawyer here. Look, it's no substitute. You gotta be on top of your chores. Oh, it's the Dharma doll I brought with me from home. Still with only the one eye coloured in. I said I'd cover the other eye in once I won my first case here in Britain, but...
But you have one, haven't you? Twice, in fact.
Because I feel as though I'm lacking as a lawyer. I'll tell you what. Why don't you colour the other eye in once you think I'm a proper, fully fledged lawyer?
If you insist.
That's sweet. It's probably gonna take a while, though.
It's gonna take a while.
Oh, you got onions up here too. Like they did in ye olde days, keeping... No, not even in the older days. Like, people still, like, aerate their onions in, like, cool, dry places, like attics or garages, I should say, something like that. Ah, this has been the telegram. Let's see.
Ah! No! You mustn't look at that! Not under any circumstances!
Alright, I won't! Wow, she's adamant.
I'm sorry, Naruhodo-san, but she can be very mischievous at times.
You have to put the telegram away if you don't want people looking at it. I guess I've been busted again. We got the far off door that way. Excuse me. Do you know I've never seen inside your room now, Susanoo-san. I've never even peeped inside. Good. Behave yourself.
I should think so too. A young maiden's private chamber is a place of bittersweet secrets, you know.
Okay, whatever you say, young maiden. Whatever indeed. Oh, look at that, we got a little aquarium, terrarium. We'll see what it is when we go. Oh, it is an aquarium.
Little fishies!
I like little fishies. We were rather lucky to find that old aquarium left behind here. The prawns we put in there are doing rather well. And the anemones too.
It's a wonderful invention, isn't it? The sea, behind glass, inside your room. Another example of Great Britain's greatness.
Yeah, having to clean it out and change the water isn't so great though, is it? Yeah, wait until you get like actual filtration systems in. I think I've now seen to everything that I can see to here, right? We had an argument over the shovel. The shovel slash spade slash whatever. Right, let's get talking. Oh, excuse me. So, what was it about? The telegram that was delivered this morning, I mean.
Oh, a telegram? I don't know what you're talking about.
You just berated me not 2 minutes ago over trying to peek at the blue telegram package. Nice try. Sorry, but you're not gonna get away with that.
Well, I didn't think I would.
Sure thing.
Actually, don't give it a moment's thought. It's nothing. Nothing interesting. Boring, in fact. It was just a boring old telegram.
That's 3 times now she's tried and failed to convince me it was nothing.
I promise that I'll tell you all about it at some point.
Alright, I understand. Big old secret still. There we go then. I suppose Soseki-san will have arrived back in Japan by now, won't he?
Yes, I should think so. He left immediately after that terrible ordeal. Which would mean he should have completed the voyage already, or be just a few days away.
A fortnight ago we had that very long telegram from him. Do you remember? Complaining of seasickness? But by and large it seems the voyage has been going well.
Is something wrong, Naruto-san?
I was just wondering, what might have become of Soseki-san had he stayed in London, that's all.
You mean, as regards to Lord Van Zeeks? The Reaper?
I think I should say as regards to. Oh, as regards, or maybe with regards to. That's a big spelling. That's a big grammar error. Well done. Yeah, I can't help wondering if seasickness would have paled into insignificance in that case. That felt very strange to read suddenly. Those words put together. I don't know what it was. So what is it they say? That no one who stands in the dock can be saved from the Reaper, right? Like the way that nightmarish trial ended on the very day we arrived in London?
Even 2 months on, the cause of that dreadful fire is still a mystery.
Yeah, but at least Soseki-san is safely out of the country now. Presumably that means...
But the curse of the Reaper can only take effect within the confines of the city of London, perhaps.
Even if that's the case, it's little comfort. I have a terrible sense of foreboding. Or that could be gas. Maybe that's just me being hungry. We should get breakfast.
If the legend of the Reaper is to be believed, it would mean he wields the sword of justice himself.
Come to think of it, I wonder what it's been up to these past 2 months. Surely not wielding that sword against more acquitted defendants.
No, I don't think so. Apparently, Lord Van Zeeks hasn't appeared in court once since our last encounter.
Oh.
Yes, since Soseki-san's trial. He's withdrawn for judicial service again, it seems.
Oh, really? Just like before, when he wasn't seen in court at all for several years. So it's just been me who's had to face him in this recent spate of trials, then. Oh, just my luck.
I wonder if luck doesn't come into it.
Sorry, what was that?
Oh, nothing. Never mind.
Well, thank you for filling me with all of les confidences. I do not need... No, I don't think I need to present you with that. I could, but we don't need to. Alright, yep, our lodging is an office located in the attic above the suite of rooms rented by Mr. Sholmes, 221B Baker Street. I call it a consultancy, but clients aren't exactly beating down the door, unfortunately. And then we can go into Sholmes' suite, the home and office of the world-famous Great Stanford and his younger companion, Iris. It seems people from all over the globe come to engage in consulting his consulting detective services. Amongi, what's for brekkie? 15th of April. Sholmes' suite.
Aha! Morning, Runa. Morning, Susie. Oh, good morning, Iris.
Iris...
What is it, Juno?
What is that terrible noise? It sounds like a cat being strangled.
Ah, yes. You noticed that, didn't you? Harvey isn't in the best form this morning, it seems.
Hmm? You take that back. Hello.
Hello, Mr. Sholmes.
Good morning? Oh. Good morning to die, perhaps. Has something happened, Mr. Sholmes? You look miserable, and the way you were playing that violin before. Huh. My analytical mind is dead. Music is dead. The world is dead. Damn this blanched existence! Oh dear. That's all it is, my dear fellow. Nothing of consequence.
I'm afraid I don't understand.
I think Sholmes just needs something in his belly. Well, Iris, is it time we ate? Some dry toast and insipid coffee for me, if it's not too much trouble.
Oh, look at you!
Oh look, it's Wakahai. I thought it looked like Soseki's cat. I thought it looked like that. And here we are. I should have expected that maybe the name of it would be Wakahai.
Just like the book! Just like the book that Soseki Natsume actually wrote!
Because certainly,
It is a cat! Good morning, boy. Meow. Aw, cutie pet.
that must be some sort of tiny door for cats to use. But how did they get here? I didn't know to come here, and why can't I pet it? Because I can't pet it because it's just pixels. I know it's just polygons and pixels and ones and O's, but man, I want to pet a cat. Oh dear.
Well then, everyone, time for breakfast. Oh, wonderful. Let me help you, Iris.
It would indeed be a fine day to die. Oh, I knew something looked different. Something's missing from Mr. Sholmes' desk. And it is something rather massive as well. Can try to talk and cheer him up. Yeah, you seem to be very unhappy this morning, Mr. Sholmes. What's happened? It used to be the case that in my hands this violin sung like the dawn chorus. Its melissonant tones would make flowers bloom. It would? But now the muses are unamused with me. The goddesses of music have thrown me over.
Whatever do you mean, Mr. Sholmes?
For hours I have bowed, for days even. Through the night I have endeavored to no avail. That sound, my tone, is lost. That brilliant, clear, unwavering tone, gone forever, no more recitals of unbridled emotion!
Well, you haven't been practicing much lately, have you, Hurley?
Don't worry, I'm sure they'll come back to you in time. Heed my words, Mr. Naruhodo. The goddesses of the arts are fickle. One day they bestow genius on a man, the next they unmercifully withdraw it. Oh, dear. Ah! Why is it happening to me? If they take the turn I have for the violin from me, what is left for pity's sake? What is left? Deduction perhaps? Isn't that what you're known for? I think you know perfectly why he is a moody so-and-so this morning.
Mr. Sholmes, I don't like to pry, but your desk looks rather empty today.
Well done, Mr. Sato. Your observational skills do you credit.
Oh no, Mr. Sholmes. They pale into insignificance when compared to yours.
You'd struggle not to notice, wouldn't you? Sometimes it takes a time to turn on the echo effect for the blue text.
You mean Hurley's great analytics scale? That's a Windybanks now.
Sorry? It's at a Windy Bank?
No, Windybanks, the pawnbroker. Pawn... What?
You mean you've pawned that enormous machine of yours? It has some considerable value, you see. Quite undeservingly.
But isn't it a very important machine for your work? I do wish you had consulted us if your situation had become so desperate. I should have gladly passed what little income I have to you.
Dear madam, things are far from desperate.
But the pawnbroker has your wonderful machine. How could it be anything but desperate?
Making use of a pawnbroker is quite ordinary here in London, I assure you. It is? It doesn't sound ordinary at all. It would seem that neither of you fully understand how pawnbroking works. Oh. Well, what's to understand exactly? What is it about it? It's either pawnbroking or repossession. Could be hiding it as that instead, yeah. Maybe that's the destiny of things that get repos here. They get immediately sent to a pawnbroker, and then it's their business. But let's see. What did you mean when you said we didn't fully understand how pawnbroking works? To the people of London, pawnbrokeries are akin to banks.
Banks?
A very British bank. On Mondays, merchants relinquish their finest jackets and trappings to their pawnbroker of choice. With the money they receive in return, they are able to trade happily through the week.
And then on Saturdays, they go to recover their things using the money they've earned. Oh, I had no idea. This has been a fascinating lesson for us. Everyone does it, you see. Especially people in inner London.
And should they have money to spare, they would purchase another fine jacket. Not to wear, obviously, but to pawn, should the need arise.
Oh, how ingenious. So whenever we have something that's getting in the way, we leave it at Windybanks, you see.
A pawnbroker can be thought of as an extremely secure vault. Who would have thought that even pawnbrokers are different here in Great Britain?
Of course, you have to watch Hurley with it. Sometimes he pawns things he really shouldn't. Don't you, Hurley?
So when he's stupid, he accidentally pawned off the machine that he uses to do his major work with. Is that right? What does it matter? The world is dead to me now. Like, big old yikes. I can't imagine they'll be very impressed when I try and give him that. Okay. I wonder if there's much point in, like, seeing these again, because I've technically already seen them, but maybe there's extra details? Okay, this one isn't necessarily.
Hey, Double Barrel, welcome in!
Predicting that it's been solved. Yeah, potentially by him, because he forgot that he needs that for his work. Who knows? Look at Mr. Sholmes' desk. It's completely clear. Isn't that enormous machine usually on it?
We can never hope to understand what goes on in the great detective's mind, Miss Naruhodo. Why, next time we're invited, we may find he's vacated the entire suite.
That's scarily plausible, actually. Oh, probably sold by the pawnbroker. Yeah, maybe potentially. There's all sorts of these shelves. Chemistry apparatus, books, papers, and lots of things I've never seen before. It's all here so high I can't help feeling the whole lot's gonna topple it. I think, yeah, I'm having deja vu reading this, yeah. Just looks messy to me, like my desk.
But you, Miss Naruhodo, must learn to tidy up after yourself.
Okay, no favoritism there then. Then again, maybe there are more unique things to say now that we are taking residence in this place. Don't need to, not for the recliner. We can take a look at the top of the mantle again. The fire's burning comfortingly in the grate again today. It's a very different feeling to a Japanese hibachi somehow.
Oh, look at that photographic print of a lady displayed on the mantelpiece. Could it be? Yes, it must be. It's the woman. Oh, how exciting!
Yo, is that supposed to mean something to me? For examining the what now? I just got Steam Achieve. For having examined the fireplace in Mr. Sholmes' suite whilst with Susato in episode 5. Okay, strangely very specific, but that's okay.
Technical tea?
It looks like the huge metal chest is being used as a table for tea and coffee. Seems very sturdy with an equally sturdy lock.
Mr. Naruhodo, you mustn't go around opening things. I always have to keep an eye on you, don't I? You're very mischievous.
How did you come to that conclusion? Because are you not? Are you not a little mischievous little rascal sometimes, Yunosuke? These are all mementos of Mr. Sholmes' past cases, I think. I can read, usually, if I don't have, like, slight brain fog. It's fine. If he'd been involved in my case, I wonder if the beefsteak from Le Carnival would be on display here.
A mystery shoe? A curious hammer? Some mysterious dancing men? A bust of Napoleon? Ah, what an entrancing collection!
It looks like an entirely assortment of junk to me, rather like what's on my own shelves.
Well, you really ought to learn to keep your things in order, Mr. Naruhodo.
Nope, no favoritism there at all. Not at all, in the slightest. And then, of course, Iris's eyes is pristine! Have a look at it. Iris's beautiful tea set is here on the table as usual. A cup of one of her special herbal blends always helps me to relax when I'm feeling the strain. Excuse me.
The English pastime of tea has many similarities with our own tea ceremony customs, don't you think? It's the idea of hospitality behind it. That's the essence of tea.
That's tea's very essence, very nature. Always makes me feel calm and collected. This is where Iris notes down ideas, isn't it? Let's see. What does it say today? Ah, the Boscombe Valley Mystery.
Oh, how intriguing! It must be the title of Iris's latest work. Oh my! I wonder what fantastic tale awaits us!
Susato looks like an angel, but I bet she's dreaming of the most unsavory crime you can imagine. It's always the one with the nicest exteriors that hide the deepest and dankest interiors, don't they? That's a charming little white shelf, and full of charming little bottles, too. But the contents of them aren't quite so charming, it seems.
Science is the future, Mr. Naruhodo. You can't deny it. I'm saving my money so that I can buy some chemistry apparatus as well.
Law, chemistry, takedown throws. What diverse skills you boast, Miss Susato.
As useful as they are, I'm not sure that my throwing skills are worthy of inclusion in that list.
But you get the best like self-defense there. It's like, yeah.
Your self-defense!
Self-defense is important. Come to think of it, I haven't seen Iris doing much writing recently. But there's paper already set up in the typewriter, look. As if she's about to start.
Oh, that reminds me. When I mentioned that Iris was in the process of writing a fully fledged novel, Mr. Natsume was most impressed.
Oh yeah, Mr. Natsume.
That's what I'll be doing too once I'm back in Japan, he said through tightly clenched fists and teeth.
It's like, that's what I'll be doing too! It's like that, is it?
I love the doggy! I love the doggy statue! I love it!
Right, I think I've seen everything that side. Right, best have a chat with the one, sane person of the two. The one person in here that has the correct mindset. It seems.
Talk about Wagahai the cat!
So Mr. Natsume's cat seems to have settled into his new home then.
Oh yes! And I've become very attached to little Waggy!
It would appear his previous owner is completely forgotten to him. Cats are unfeeling creatures. Their mews as empty as the heart of the muses.
Oh! If Mr. Natsume had no intention of taking Waggy back to Japan, I wonder why he kept him in the first place.
I expect he would have taken him if he could. But pets are strictly forbidden aboard steamships in our experience.
And for good reason. Terrible things can happen if the rules of passage are not obeyed. Well, I don't mind, because Waggy is adorable! Look at Waggy! Oh, Waggy!
Yeah, he really is. Oh yeah, what about the door? I don't remember seeing that tiny thing in the main door before. Where did that come from?
Oh, you noticed? You are observatory now. Look, I use this! It's my latest invention!
What is that? It's a square hole gun! It's great at making things to put into the square hole!
I call it the cat flapper bat! Gosh, a machine for making doors just for cats? That's right! We can make a cat flap for a little furry friend like Waggy in seconds! And you can do it in any door at all, no matter what it's made of. It's very powerful, you see!
Wouldn't it have been quicker to just make the cat flap rather than making the machine to make the cat flap?
Huh. Well, yes, maybe. But now I can make cat flaps anywhere I like.
She has a point there, Yunosuke. She has a big point.
Oh, I think it's wonderful. You must make one for Isadora in our office upstairs, Iris.
She really knows how to come up with, unconventional inventions, this girl. Ah! Oh my god, big cat scream.
Oh, what was that?
Wagahai! Ah! Oh, goodness. Cat's not happy. Cat needs food, yeah. What was that?
Oh no! Wagahai's tangled up in your violin! I think he thinks it's a toy.
No! What's he doing to it?
Oh dear, Mr. Sholmes' precious violin.
He don't care. Yep. What is with this man? I think he needs some pancakes in him, surely. Why should I care? What? I shouldn't be surprised. If the cat is a more accomplished musician than I now.
Mr. Sholmes really is in poor spirits, isn't he? Well, anyway, I'll put it back where it lives, shall I, Hurley?
Out of the cat's reach if possible. Maybe we should assess the damage. Assess the damage to violin. So it hasn't ended up... Nope, okay. So it must still be out in... Inlet open. Examine violin, let's have a look at it. So this is the violin, is it? It's a Stradivarius. One of the finest violins in the world. Made by the renowned Italian luthier Antonio Stradivari. Oh, I see. really doesn't look like anything special to me. Be careful what you think, Yunosuke, because people can read your mind. It has been proven in this game already. People can read your mind. I happened upon it covered in dust, languishing in a pawn shop down a nondescript back alley. The broker had no idea of its value, so I was able to purchase it for a mere 55 shillings. Wow, how honorable of you. And until today, it has been my faithful companion in every great Paganini-inspired performance I have made. I ask you, is there reason to live in a world devoid of music? To tolerate this blast existence? No! There is none! Oh. Wow.
Mr. Sholmes?
What, dear madam? What? My thoughts are preoccupied with fancies of release from this dull routine.
Well, it's about the violin. It looks very different to normal, don't you think?
Hmm? What do you mean, Mrs. Sato?
Oh! Susie's right! Yes! The tone of the wood is completely different! And that's not all. I'm sure there was no crack here before.
Wait, it's not even the right size, is it? What's this?
I'm terribly sorry to have to tell you this, Mr. Sholmes, but that instrument isn't a violin at all.
Then what?
I believe it's an entirely different instrument called a viola.
What?
Oh, Mr. Sholmes, are you all right?
You're right. You are quite right. This isn't my faithful Stradivarius. So what, pray, is this piece of stringed flotsam? We just proved it. It's not your faithful performing partner, then. We just proved this.
Ah, I see what must have happened.
You do, Iris?
This is just a simple mix-up.
Sounds like Iris might be able to tell us exactly what happened if we ask her. Oh, and speaking of asking her, I guess we shall be asking that... right, let's get ourselves over to there, and then we can actually have a talk about it. So let's do it. But after we take ourselves a bit of a pause, because it's time to run some ad breaks here. Do not worry if you're watching this in YouTube land, because there are no such things. We will cut right back into the action, because we will cut out all our highlights, cut out all of our breaks from the highlight times. So don't worry about that. But for people in the Twitch stream currently, it's time to do our usual hourly mandated break. And yeah, let you sit back, relax, and get up and take care of yourselves, because taking care of yourself is very important. But otherwise, I'll be back in a few minutes. Like, by goodness me, if they didn't make one of the happiest sounding character themes here for Iris, then I'd like to see another bouncier main character theme than this, because I've not heard one for quite a while, I gotta say. Music in this game has been really, really good overall, I think. Alright, we have to talk to her about something, but before we do so, let's just check in on everybody watching in the Twitch stream and in the YouTube as well. Thank you for tuning in. If you like what you see, you know all the usual things. If you're here on Twitch and you're new, don't forget to leave a follow down there, maybe, if it's your first time around here. If you're watching this in the YouTube lands, if you like what you see, leave your likes and comments down below. Maybe even consider hitting the subscribe button and the bell icon as well, to let you get the push notifications through, so it lets you know when future uploads of this series and everything else that comes in the future will be coming along. So I hope you consider. Thank you for tuning in all the same. I appreciate it so much. So let's talk to her now. There's been a mix-up with Mr. Sholmes' Stradivarius. Which is why there is a little bit of an issue. Or he's having a bit of an issue, a bit of a crisis. So let's talk about it. What do you mean by a mix-up, Iris?
Well, you see, this viola, I mean, was at Windybanks until last week. At the pawnbroker's.
Not Mr. Sholmes' beloved musical partner. There is a proverb from the East which you are no doubt familiar, my dear fellows. Always let a beloved child travel.
Oh, yes indeed.
So you sent your beloved violin to the pawnbrokers in the hope that it would experience personal growth?
Oh, what a wonderful idea.
Last week I pawned my great analyscope in order to release my precious instrument. But it would appear Mr. Windibank mistakenly furnished me with this tawdry fiddle instead. But my eyes cannot be deceived by the hollow timbre of this piece of timber. No, but your every sense was deceived by the fact that it just had strings. Pshaw, a fine state of affairs this is. And why I always say, Mr. Naruhodo, never trust a pawnbroker, they will try to fiddle you every time. Ra-da-da-da-da-da, psh.
But earlier you told us that you could think of a pawnbrokery as an extremely secure vault.
Not 5 seconds ago, mister. Come, Mr. Naruhodo, dilly-dallying will get you nowhere. Sorry? Crunching your toast with that vacant aspect? Fressing your coffee so obtusely? Are you not a little embarrassed by your own conduct, considering the urgency with which we are faced?
So we must visit Mr. Windibank's broker at once. That's right, isn't it, Mr. Sholmes?
Precisely, Miss Susato, without a moment's delay. But I haven't finished my bacon and eggs. My dear fellow, surely you do not still intend to crunch your bacon with an increasingly vacant aspect, to fresh your egg ever more obtusely. Hey, I want to fresh my eggs, I'm going to fresh my freaking eggs. Especially for a nice plate of scrambled eggs, like please, do not interrupt yours truly, who is trying to fresh over a nice plate of scrambled eggs, because then this lady right here will not be very impressed. Oh, dear me. Alright, and especially as well if there's bacon involved. Especially if there's bacon involved. I will fresh over my bacon, I will crunch my bacon. Until Kingdom Come, thank you. I will enjoy having some bacon and eggs. Yeah. Alright, say no more. Let's go then.
Don't worry, Runa. I'll be happy to heat it up for you again later.
Oh, thank you, Iris. As it happens, I am rather curious to see what the British pawnbrokers looks like. Anything to... Nope, no conversing time. It is time to move! A new location has been added. We can go on to Baker Street itself.
Oh, nice.
A bustling London street on which can be found Mr. Sholmes' office and Windibank's pawnbrokery. There's a large park nearby too. Oh, you mean they're like right next door? Interesting. And then Windibank's pawnbrokery, which we got today. I'm gonna take a stroll around Baker Street first, if you don't mind. Ooh, hello. That is a larger amount of drop frames than usual.
Oops.
Hopefully that's the worst of it though. Sorry about that if that's messing with things for you in the view. You need to just like hit the pause and redo it like that. Of course that won't work if you're watching this live on the VOD, so yeah. Alright. Riding your way down in Baker Street. Oh my god! Dudes, my dudes, chat. Do you see it? Do you see it? Hit it, Mickey! Let's go! I found one. Yo. Okay, let's see. What can be talked to here? Oh yes, 221B, Baker Street right here.
Very nice indeed.
It's already been 2 months since we started taking lodgings here above Mr. Sholmes' office. I still can't quite believe it. I never expected things would turn out like this.
Oh, I know! To actually be sharing accommodation with the world's greatest detective! If I ever find myself before a court of law now, I will have not one regret!
I don't know what you're talking about, but I'd be happy to defend you, of course. As long as you haven't been very badly behaved, let's hope not. Alright, let's look at here. Store for rent closed, unfortunately. Oh, so this is all there is to see then. Okay, look at the pawnbrokers then. Look at all the different things in the window of the shop.
Ah, that's Windybank's, the pawnbrokery.
It looks much smarter than the pawnbrokers in Japan, doesn't it?
Yes, you're right. I find pawn shops at home rather inapproachable, personally.
It reminds me of tearfully parting with my favorite fountain pen. I felt so miserable.
What doesn't kill us makes us stronger, Mr. Naruto. You know, water under the bridge, stiff upper lip, and all that.
This would be exactly what Kyoryo Korekata would have something like this back in Japan land. Alright, time to go inside. The pawnbroker shop on Baker Street. Mr. Sholmes is a regular here, it seems. It seems he's regular here, yes. 15th of April, Windybank's pawnbrokery. So this is a British pawnbrokery.
Oh my! There are all sorts of tools and contraptions in here that I've never laid eyes on before.
Oh, Susanoo-san, and that spark of wonder in your eyes. You can't wait to scour the shelves, can you? I get the impression you enjoy places like this?
Oh yes! I don't know why, but seeing such a lot of things I don't understand is a real thrill for me.
My dear fellows, let us not forget why we are here.
Oh, Mr. Sholmes!
We are calling on matters of business, not pleasure. And clearly Mr. Sholmes means business too, judging from the spark of fury in his eyes. He looks about ready to discombobulate. Ah, Mr. Sholmes, welcome back. Did you hear that brazen welcome? Well, yes, we are potential customers after all. We are disgruntled customers, Mr. Naruhodo, and it's time to inform Mr. Windybank of our ire. Come, the fight is afoot. Not just the game, the fight. But before we do, I imagine there's stuff to examine up the wazoo here. We got cactuses I'm allowed to look at. There's that on the floor. Let's start from the floor. What are you doing, my dear fellows? We're not here to browse for interesting curios. We've come to teach this broker a lesson.
Oh, but there are just so many fascinating items.
It looks as though we'll have to talk to Mr. Windybank first before you can explore in here, Mrs. Sato. Are we sure about that, though? Are we sure about that? Yeah. Okay, game said, yes, you're sure about that. Yes, you are sure about this. Can't see anything until we speak. Curse you! Curse you! Progression systems. Wait, before we do, you're a new person.
Present! Hey, look at this.
Mr. Windybank, about this. Let me see. I gave you tuppence for it. No, I don't want to pawn it! Whoops. It's all about the business, it seems. Okay then, talk about a violin, shall we? Naturally, you will recall this, which I retrieved from you some days ago. Yes. This second rate fiddle is not my faithful instrument, Mr. Windybank. The colour of the wood is different, it has holes in it, it's not even the same size.
A wonderful summary of our observations, Mr. Sholmes.
I'm so very sorry, sir. How utterly unforgivable of me, and an inexcusable mistake for a pawnbroker. There is only one way to make amends. I shall have to take my own, like Jesus. Yeah, Sholmes, same. I don't think that will be necessary, do you? If I might just say one thing before I pop off. Yes? It was you, sir, Mr. Sholmes, who took it upon himself to remove the items the other day, I believe. Sorry? As I recall, I entered the storeroom to fetch your violin when I heard, here it is. You did?
And when I turned to controversial, you had taken the viola and left, sir. However, there can be no doubt that the blame lies firmly at my own door for allowing you to leave. So I shall not grumble or grouse any longer. May this guilt die with me!
No, stop, my dear fellow! The fault is mine!
Phew. It would appear that the fight is over.
Good, there was no need for any discombobulations today. I do humbly apologize, Mr. Windybank. Evidently, my questionable suspicion precipitated this tragedy.
Well, you wouldn't be Mr. Sherlock Holmes without that questionable disposition now, would you?
I do believe you may be right, sir. It's either laugh or cry, I suppose. If you ain't laughing, you're crying.
You are, it must be said, one of my more challenging customers. I needn't remind you of the peculiar collection of items you've brought through my door in the past.
Oh, peculiar
items? In the extreme, ma'am. For example, the unpublished manuscript of an eponymous work, the novels of Sherlock Holmes or some such. Oh my, a new full-fledged novel? And unpublished? A story I have yet to read, you mean? Ah, forgive me! Wait! Before you die, you must tell me more!
Must tell you more about unpublished story. Let's go, before you do the deed. Please do not do the deed.
I must know more! Tell me everything!
Okay, wow, Susano-san's really fired up now.
Is there really an unpublished story under this very roof? Well, one day the gentleman here brought in an old metal chest, you see.
I should like to entrust this to your care for a while, Mr. Windybank.
For a chest like that, 1 shilling, sir. Not a farthing more.
It houses something of very great value indeed. The latest manuscript recounting the adventures of one Mr. Sherlock Holmes.
I beg your pardon, a manuscript? You wish to deposit a manuscript?
Indeed I do, for I am confident it will be quite safe here. Sure thing.
And that was that? As such, Mr. Holmes' latest tale of otherworldly mystery lies dormant in my storeroom.
Mr. Holmes, is that really true? The juicy story deets. Do I sense that someone doesn't want to talk about this? Is someone a bit of a snowflake? Poor Holmes. I continue to pay your fee, do I not? Then kindly continue to store my belongings. Securely.
Of course, sir. Of course. Safe and sound with me, I assure you, on my life.
Yeah, this is all very strange. I think the man needs to desperately stop with this tomfoolery. I wonder, could I ask you something?
Ah, a gentleman from the east, I see. Yes, that sable suit. I suppose I could offer you 6 pence for it? Without wishing to offend, the tone is somewhat dull.
Sorry?
Aha, but for your splendid attire, madame. 5 guineas, no less. The colours are exquisite, the design exotic. If the artist at his finest, may I say. Oh, my 5 guineas, you say? How interesting.
Why do I feel as though I've suffered some sort of defeat here? I mean, you're still in your uniform, basically, Yunosuke. I mean, uniforms are a dime a dozen, but rather special kimonos like that are probably not so dime a dozen. There you go. Actually, I was hoping to ask you about your business. I've heard it said that pawnbrokers are used rather like banks here in London.
Yes, sir, indeed. Many of my customers utilize the establishment as you describe. I appraise your items, and offer them a proportionate loan and 2 months of secure storage. If in that time they repay the original sum to me, plus the agreed interest, their items are happily returned. But what happens if they don't pay you the money? Then the items are offered for sale in my shop, as you can see on the shelves behind me. So you never sell items before the 2 months has passed then? That's right, man, that's right. Which means some considerable responsibility rests on my shoulders. Should a customer's precious belongings be lost, the only recompense for me is to end it all!
The very idea, Mr. Winterbank, is an absurdity. One should never talk of one's demise so casually. Assessment was telling us all it was a good day to die only this morning. And let us not forget that I have already helped you take measures to ensure such tragedy never occurs. Oh, what sort of measures? A fake gun? I engineered a simple device, which Mr. Winterbank has installed here in the shop. I call it the Red-Handed Recorder. Is that not so, Mr. Winterbank? What was that deep sigh all about? Must pry over new thing. Must be nosy, for that is how you play these games. You have to be nosy. What on earth is a red-handed recorder? Use your eyes, my dear fellow. There are 2 just below the ceiling.
I can see what appears to be a camera attached to some sort of timing device.
Oh, like the first examples of like closed-circuit television, like CCTV.
Okay.
Very astute. It is indeed a camera, furnished with some 100 pieces of celluloid film. And every 30 minutes precisely, the camera automatically records the appearance of the shop. Yeah, basically like closed-circuit television.
Here, I have an example I can show you.
Oh, hey, that's nice. Ah, yes. A print from the camera set to record the activity at the shop counter. I developed a special type of film so sensitive, it produces a crystal clear image even in the darkness. Really? That's extraordinary.
Yes, you can clearly see the counter and the door behind it, look.
It's a very nice photo for this time period. So you see, were someone to enter the premises with ill intent, his identity would be summarily exposed, but every half an hour though. Slight flaw in your logic. Unless they turn up to commit the crime at exactly every top of the hour or every half of the hour. It's kind of flawed there, yeah. Exactly, I think Susanna was about to bring this up.
But did you not say that the photographic prints were taken at 30-minute intervals?
Indeed, as you say, my dear madam.
Then, what if the incident were to occur in between times?
One could only say that would be a cruel twist of fate.
I must confess your devices have been giving me some cause for distress of late.
I beg your pardon, Mr. Winterbank. Surely they are anything but distressing. Reassuring is the word.
It's the cost of the film, sir. You most graciously placed not 1, but 2 cameras in my shop after all. Which means I must pay for nigh 100 utterly useless prints every single day. I'm afraid the cost of the film will break me before I'm very much older.
Nevertheless, a small price to pay to ensure the safety of my preferred pawnbrokery, no? My dear fellows, we've verged on an age where safety and security come at a price.
Oh, heaven help us! I'm all about that money, that sick dollar, yo. Now then, Mr. Holmes, allow me to return your precious violin.
Ah, the very thing! Thank you, Mr. Winterbank.
Perhaps this might mark the end of the peculiar items you try to pop, Because if anything were to happen to one of them, this would be the only answer!
Yeah, I really think you ought to stop waving that gun around. Someone could get hurt. And I don't want it to be me. Fear not! Sorry? I've only loaded a shingle bullet, so no one but myself could possibly be harmed. That's not really what I meant. Good day to you then, Mr. Windybank. It's been a pleasure as always, Mr. Sholmes. For sure, for sentence.
So, Mr. Naruhodo, now we can explore at last.
Oh, yes. Oh, yes. I'm gonna spend ages doing this. I hope you're aware of this. I'm gonna try my best to keep the coughs off the mic volume at least, if that's okay.
Look at that enormous ledger opened up on the counter there.
Mr. Windybank is, if nothing else, very particular about recording the items he accepts. He'd have to be, otherwise he'd get himself into all sorts of trouble. Which might explain the thing that catches my eye far more than the ledger. This revolver here. Do not entertain even a single thought of pilfering an article herein, my dear fellow. I assure you, Mr. Windybank would not hesitate to draw that weapon with the speed belying his portly size. Wow.
Oh, you don't mean he'd,
Blow his brains out? Indeed, in recompense for his blunder.
Oh my. But in any case, of course we would never do such a thing. How could you even suggest it?
But secretly it was like, do I do a mischief? Do the intrusive thoughts take over? Maybe. I wonder if this even has intrusive thoughts. Probably all the time. There seems to be a little door hidden behind that curtain there. That leads to the storage room, where Mr. Windybank keeps articles that are currently in pawn.
Ah, I see.
There's nothing of particular interest inside. I certainly wouldn't recommend any loss in this activity. Recommended or not, it's not something I tend to do. There is but one key, and Mr. Windybank keeps it in his pocket at all times. Before he sleeps, he places it into a small pot, which he slides on his pillow. Oh, what do you know about that, Mr. Sholmes? I am a detective, sir. It is my business to know what others do not. I am frequently assailed by information that I neither care for nor wish to retain.
Mr. Sholmes, you are a wonder.
And the prime suspect if this pawnbrokery is ever burgled. Then let's rather hope it's not.
What an assortment of things there are on these shelves here. Crockery, footwear, clocks and watches. Almost anything you care to imagine.
Those are forfeited items, offered for sale by the pawnbroker. Now have a drink, why don't you, you bally idiots?
Hey, it's Chat. We want you to drink something.
Oh god, that was actually a good idea, actually.
Thank you as such. Thank you so much for your usual TV antenna.
Nice to have you here again. While I get comfortable in chair. And continue, let's go. What does that really mean, though? When you pawn, or colloquially, pop an item, the broker loans you money against its worth. He stores the item for an agreed period of time, after which the loan must be repaid. If not, he is free to display it in the shop for sale, at a price of his choosing. Oh yeah, now you've explained it, I'm noticing little price tags and everything. Of course, simply by paying the agreed interest on the loan, one can extend the period of safekeeping. So you may pawn that black garb of yours without fear, my dear fellow. My treasured university uniform? Never! It embodies my student spirits! It's literally all I've got! Nothing up top either. Oh god, what the machine's called again?
Oh no, what do you suppose this rather enormous machine does?
It's one of those where you look through, you get like a solo picture show through the other side. I just forget to call... I forget what the technical name for it is. It seems to have 2 little windows for looking through. Allow me to enlighten you, my dear fellows. What you are looking at is a stereoscope. That would be it. That's the word I'm looking for.
A stereoscope? Fascinating!
It is aptly named, I assure you. Look through the eyepieces and see for yourself.
Oh, I should be delighted to. Excuse me a moment while I just have a look.
Oh no, is it for... Is there going to be, what I think there is going to be behind that lens? Is there going to be peep show material? Let's see. Just before you do, there is something I should point out. My dear fellows, in order to see the image properly, stereoscopically as it were, you will need to be cross-eyed. However, if that is beyond you, it is of little consequence today.
Alright then, I'm going to try it. Ah! Mr. Naruhodo, you must see at once!
Oh, alright then. So, I need to be cross-eyed. Like I'm trying to look at my own nose.
Oh, pretty lady!
What the? I don't believe it! It's just a photographic print, but it seems like you could reach out and touch it. Yes, the sense of depth is startling, is it not? Stereoscopes are one of London's many fads. They are often found in little stalls in the park. People queue for hours to see them.
But why? Why are people meddling with such black magic?
It is no magic, my dear madam. It is, well, far too complicated to explain at present. We shall save this lesson for another day.
Oh.
Okay, so not exactly it's not exactly full-on peep show materials, but it was a rather very pretty-looking lady on the other side. Yes. Alright. The window of the shop?
3 globes of gold. Is that some sort of charm?
Dear me, have you not seen that sign before? No, never. The 3 golden balls are, in Great Britain at least, the universal sign of a pawnbroker. There are more than 700 such establishments in the capital, all showing the same sign. The same hidden Mickey in all pawnbrokers. Oh, I see. Ah, I had not imagined your ignorance was so profound.
Oh, well, what is the significance of the 3 golden balls then? Does it have some special meaning?
Pawnbrokers literally do be like, ha ha ha, balls. That is entirely important here, dear madam. Irrelevant even. You mean you don't know? Or as I like to think, pawnbrokers just think, it's funny because balls.
Calendar!
That's not a calendar you can easily miss, is it? 15th of April. Today's date.
Yes, that's not for sale, I must point out. It is an Eastern-style page-day calendar. Every night at midnight, I tear off the front page to reveal the following day's date.
The perfect calendar for a tearaway fellow such as yourself, Mr. Windibank. And who was it who walked out of here with the wrong violin before?
Well, the agreed storage period has passed without repayment. Articles are forfeited, you see. So I have to keep a close eye on the date. It's something of a pawnbroker's obsession, you might say. Oh yes, I can see you're very dedicated to your job.
Very dedicated. Yes.
Oh, look at this. Whatever could be useful?
I have no idea. that's the wrong time for a yawn, sorry.
There's a small catch here. Look!
Huh. We're going to open it, aren't we?
Oh my! That's amazing! It has some sort of spring-loaded mechanism!
Which will never manage to put back the way it was before. What are you two doing?
What? Us? Nothing! No, nothing at all!
Whatever this device is, it seems to have a pair of little windows to look through. I feel as though I've seen something rather similar to this elsewhere. It is exactly the same, isn't it? It's a portable spectroscope! For to look at things on the go! Yes, indeed. Okay, no need to converse, no need to do anything else, I don't think. In the cart record. Nothing new of value. Okay, then let's leave this man and his crystal head vodka to his own devices. Back to Baker Street, maybe. Just to see outside. Take an examination. I must say they got some rather nice that white and pink like blouse thing in the window there. That looks cute. If I had a better boy for it, I wish I could rock that. Okay, back into home it is, then I think. So we just head back to the suites. And try examining. None there. None there. Oh, really then? I guess I gotta back to... I guess then the only other place to go is to my own consultancy then. My own... What is it up there? For the first time in a very long time, we're gonna ask what to do.
Can it be? Can it really be that we've been in Great Britain for 2 months already?
Yeah, it's gone by in the flash, hasn't it?
And what an English gentleman
You trailed off there, Susanoo-san.
I'm so sorry. When I thought it through, I realized it's not all true, actually. I simply don't feel that any Britishness has really rubbed off on you.
Nor you, to be honest.
Well, that's obviously because...
Yes, I know, without a doubt. It's your kimono. It most certainly stands out.
I do adore the attire of English ladies. It's quite delightful. But somehow, I just don't feel ready to abandon my Japanese dress just yet.
I wonder how Susanoo-san would look in Western clothes. That would be interesting to see. Yeah, it could very well be. Okay, right then, these moves were clearly pointless. There's clearly more to this. More that we've got to, maybe examine? See the front of the desk. Oh, something yet to look at in here. Oh, the radio and thingy. Maybe there.
Look at this! What could this lovely big shiny box be?
That, my dear madam, is a music box. Surely you have such things in your own country.
Oh my! Yes! But I've certainly never seen one so large before.
Shall we listen a while? Please don't be copyrighted. Yeah, it is a little plinky music box. I like it.
Ah, what a sublime sound! It's like the music of angels.
I've never heard anything like it before in my life. This particular specimen is of the larger variety, commonly found in public houses and restaurants. There is a metal disc inside on which the notes to be played are recorded. Simply by replacing the disc with another, any music you care to imagine can be played.
Oh my goodness! What a simply delightful machine!
Indeed. Though their popularity has waned recently with the development of the gramophone, of course.
Science and technology advance at such an overwhelming pace. Technology is incredible.
What? Only tuppence for it? That ain't fair, and you know it. The article is barely worth a penny, miss. I cannot offer more. Sounds like there's an argument brewing over by the counter. Oh, I think I know who this is. This is Gina, isn't it? Judging by the absolute state of the Cockney and the right, yeah. So, right, okay. Channeling Luke Triton. Channeling Luke Triton, but just more higher pitched and girly. Let's try.
Come on, that can't be right. Have you even had a proper butcher's at it?
I've seen all I need to see, young girl.
Yes, Gina.
Wait, don't we know? I'm sure I recognize her.
Oh, yes. It's the young lady from Mr. McGildy's trial 2 months ago.
Her name is Gina Lestrade, my lord. She is a chancer. Earns her crust among large crowds, relieving people of their purses. What's commonly called a pickpocket.
I got him, gang. I'm not afraid of music, because I just did. Gordon Bennett! You lot! Here? Hello, Mr. Strad. I hope you've been well.
Very clearly because got a gun. Quack!
Hello, Tomato. Thank you for the quack.
Hope you're doing well today.
Hey? What? You remember me then, do ya?
Well, I remember being completely surrounded by smoke, that's for sure.
So, what are you doing in here? Down and out like the rest of us? Nothing to eat? Come to pop that black weasel? Sorry, coat, have ya?
What is it about this black uniform that makes everyone comment on it? I mean, Yonosuke, jeez, it's probably filthy by this point. Have you actually been doing laundry? Ah, good day. Unless I'm much mistaken, you would be the young pickpocket who stole our experimental smoke grenade launcher.
Oh, Mr. Sholmes!
So, you have something of value to pawn, do you? Allow me to see the article, and I shall negotiate with Mr. Winterback on your behalf.
Oh, pull the other one! I don't need no help from some stuck-up D. Get out of my business. Go on, or I'll make trouble for ya.
Ah, as you wish, Miss Lestrade. I will happily remove myself from your presence. I will go onto the wall and behave like I'm a cat, as I usually tend to do. He's really done it. He's gone. I'm sorry, but as I said, there really is no room for negotiation here. What is that thing he has in his hand? Some kind of metal disc? Definitely looks like something you'd play on the music box. Old music box little, what, the equivalent of what a vinyl record would be nowadays, so yeah.
And you! Go on! Leave me alone! Oh, Miss Lestrade, just pretend we aren't here. We shan't be offended in the slightest.
Susana-san can really stand her ground when she wants to.
Whatever.
Trying to confess. I never did have the chance to show the armbands. Alright, gotta do it. Would you have a look at... That's strange. Where's my armband gone?
What's the problem? Something's wrong? Don't suppose... You looking for this?
Yes, but how? And when? And how again?
I got a talent for it, haven't I? Diving.
That's bordering on black magic. And it makes what I was about to say about my armband seem a little, dull.
So? What you want to tell me about it then?
I mean, I can always try again, just in case it is something different. It is not something different. We can't continue it. Okay, that's fair, that's fair, that's fair. Who knows, might be the one chance of, like, something else follows from when you try and present your armband or your badge to randomers that you talk to. Alright, time to talk about you being a pawnbroker customer here. Somehow I didn't really think that you were the sort of person who'd use a pawnbroker, Miss Lestrade.
Yeah, well I am, alright. I'm a Londoner, just like everyone else. That's the problem, is it?
No, not at all. It's just that, well...
Oh, I get it. I know what you're thinking. That thing probably don't even belong to her. Probably got it on a dive, didn't she? Yeah, I can see it written over your Chevy Chase.
Well, I might have been thinking something along those lines.
You're not going to deny it, Miss Naruhodo?
Alright then, I'm just gonna come out and ask you straight. Do you pawn things that you steal from other people?
Well, I don't know how to best to answer that, really. Suppose? Sometimes? You're not going to deny it either, Miss Lestrade. But not this time, alright? I swear! That thing belongs to me!
The disc that Mr. Windibank is holding. Perhaps we should see what he has to say about all this. Okay, now back to you to have a little chin wag and a chat. Look at Mr. Windibank watching diligently over his shop. There's still so many things I'm curious about.
I don't believe this is a time for browsing, Mr. Naruhodo.
Yeah, we should probably see whether that argument's been resolved yet, I suppose. An absolutely sod's law it isn't. But let's try. Miss Lestrade's disc. Let's go for it then.
Mr. Windibank? What exactly is this metal disc that Mr. Lestrade has brought in? It seems to have hundreds of tiny little bumps on its surface.
Ah, this is a music disc, you see. For use inside a music box. In a music box?
What? You don't even know what a music box is? You ain't too savvy, eh?
Hey, I know what a music box is. I've just never seen one of these discs before. A small protrusions on the metal disc encode the tune to be played in by the music box. You simply insert the disc and set the machine going, and beautiful music plays.
It's so incredible. Tell us what tune is on this disc.
Well, I'm afraid I couldn't tell you that. There are so many different types of music box, you see. British made, German, Swiss. I have no way of knowing which particular machine this disc was made for. Oh, I see. And that's it in a nutshell. I wouldn't have any customers for an item like this, even if a young lady forfeited it. Really, I am already offering more than I should at the penny.
That's a packet of lies! He told me he did! He said he was, well...
He? Who?
I never you mind! It just ain't right, that's all! That this was good money, I know it is!
I said I do mess the coughing off of the input, so I'll mute it when I do so. Oh well then. You'll have to try your luck at another pawnbroker's, won't you?
Ah!
She's been in before, of course, this little tatterdemalion. I see. And brought some dubious article or other with her every single time, I might add.
Dubious? What are you trying to say? I'm an honest customer, mate.
So, is there something dubious about the disc you brought in today? Well, if only it were that simple. Sorry? What do you mean? What she actually brought in was a storage ticket.
Ah, a storage ticket. So, Miss Lestrade has actually come to redeem an article from you today. Is that right? Yeah, that's right. A girl like me has a lot of stuff what needs storing.
Okay, yeah, that's definitely dubious. The article in question would have been forfeited at midnight tonight. But, as she gave me the ticket for it, and repaid both the loan and the interest, I was obliged to return the article to her.
But what was the article? Do tell us, Mr. Windybank.
The little scamp is wearing it, Mom. It's the overcoat that she redeemed. Oh.
What? What's wrong with that? It fits, doesn't it? I mean, it's mine, so of course it does. So what about the disc, then? How does that come into all this?
The disc is something else. A new article to pawn if the girl and I can agree a price. What of it then? Why have you not agreed? I'm confused. I thought you said that Miss Lestrade wanting a storage ticket today. It's really quite simple. Yes, the child bought me a storage ticket, and the money owed on it, as you say. For this heavy black coat, which you returned to her care, as I understood it. That's right, yes. And rather unsurprisingly, as soon as the little ragamuffin put the thing on, she went rifling through the pockets. Oh, you mean...
What? Don't you know it's straight to stare at a lady? Oh, I see. So it came from the pocket of the overcoat, did it?
If you mean this disc, then yes, exactly, ma'am.
And she immediately tried to pawn it.
For quite a high price as well. This is all rather suspicious, I think. Why on earth would you not buy it for a high price?
Give it up! I'm just trying to pawn something like anybody else would. Miss Lestrade, may I ask who deposited the overcoat here in the first place? Well, me.
It doesn't really appear to be your size.
Me, old man! It's me old man's, ain't it? Is it Miss Lestrade?
Yeah, this is definitely all rather stupendously suspicious. Okay. Out of my way, please. Someone screamed that and shouted in, it's... Out of my way, please! Gosh, who's this picture postcard English gentleman? Good day to you, ladies, gentlemen.
What's your problem, eh?
There is no problem as long as you remove yourself. I have a matter to discuss with the proprietor.
Huh?
And if you intend to make a problem of it, I shall see you outside, little girl, for the hiding you deserve.
Look, ain't it obvious? I ain't done talking with him yet. If you think you're such a gent, you should know how to wait in line.
Well, you are an impudent little brat, aren't you? As well as a pickpocket.
Who are you? How do you know who I am?
The question is, how do you not know who I am? I'm gonna be very nasal about this man's voice, yes. You haven't the courtesy even to remember the faces of your victims, it seems.
What? You mean, from here?
Broker,
Yes, sir.
I believe this filthy pocket thief has just redeemed an article from you now.
Yes, sir.
The article in question belongs to me. I demand for it to be returned at once.
Oh my! Now that's a lie! What are you trying to pull?
Give me back my overcoat, you wastrel! And needless to say, any music box discs too.
No, you can't have it! You just can't! It's the old man's! It was, but now it's mine!
Why is my man Jojo posing? I was going to ask that question.
Goodness, Mr. Naruto! This is a very awkward situation.
Yeah. I think perhaps we should hear both sides of the story in a little more detail. Perhaps late after a break time, because I just noticed where the time is, and it's a good idea to do so. I love him and his JoJo poses. We don't even have a name for the man, that's the thing, Fran, yeah. I just thought, yeah, he's got very nasally voice like this. And then, yeah, all of a sudden he JoJo poses. There are many other things we can also say about him as well, but we'll leave that for the time being. But it's time to run the break! It's time for usual hourly mandated ad break time, where I allow you to get up and take care of yourselves and do any business that you need to attend to. Don't worry about us going away for you watching in the YouTube land right now. I still hope you're enjoying this, and we'll be right back to the proceedings with no break in between, because we cut out all of this shabam in the highlights, so don't worry about it. But otherwise, in people in the Twitch stream right now, it's time for our break. I'll see you back here in a few minutes. Some strange music for the strange occurrences that have just happened here. And we'll find out what that is after we just say, once again, thank you so much everybody tuning in, either in this live stream right now or in the YouTube video of the highlight that we make afterwards. Hope you're all enjoying it wherever you're watching this from. And whenever you're watching this from, if you've just found this series, there's a whole bunch of it previously as well. And there'll be more of that where that came from very, very soon, if it's not there already. So, yeah, take your pick. Feel free to browse around the channel and find some things that might take your fancy. If you want to hit the like button and subscribe for some more in the future, and let me know how you're enjoying things. If you are, then that would help me out in the long run as well and be very useful. So yeah, let's just go, shall we? Let's just continue. Not examine. We must converse. So it's a very nasally sounding man in my head canon has just accused this person of, like, you're trying to pawn things away that belong to me. So we gotta talk about this then. Let's see it then.
Miss Lestrade, is what the gentleman is saying. What you think? So lies, ain't it? Obviously. I swear on my life, I ain't never laid eyes on that dandy before. Let's hear it now, you little ragamuffin. You stole it, didn't you? That ticket you brought in here just now. No, I swear it! I swear to God!
It was barely an hour ago. I was walking along the street, minding my own business, when this little gutterling ran into me. I knew at once what had happened. I've been robbed yet again, I thought to myself. Those wretched pickpockets. Yet again? Maybe you deserved it. Oh yes, as you can see, I am a man of impeccable style. This isn't the first time I've been targeted by these black-back slum scoundrels. JoJo pose. Now then, relinquish my overcoats.
Ah!
Come along now, Mr. Strahd. Give the good gentleman his coat back. If you're going to cause trouble, I shall have no choice but to call the police.
Hold on! Why does everyone think it's me? Just look at this dandy cave! And you think I'm the dodgy one?
I'm sorry, but no one's going to believe you.
Well, what about evidence? Yeah! Where's your evidence that I've stolen something, eh? Come on, let's see it!
Oh, I have evidence, naturally.
You what?
Doesn't sound too enthused. Rather worried, actually. Evidence that the article that Miss Lestrade redeemed actually belongs to this gentleman.
Of course! We need only consult Mr. Windybank's ledger to know the truth. We'll be able to look up the name of the person who deposited the article in the first place.
Yeah, brilliant! I'm very sorry, but I'm afraid that won't be possible.
Oh?
I never ask customers' names. That's a strict policy of mine. But why not? Well, now, as you can imagine, some of my customers have circumstances to consider. A great many of them prefer to maintain their anonymity.
Oh yes, I see. But then how can you know if an article belongs to the person asking to redeem it?
Pardon me? Oh, it's quite simple. Good sir, might I trouble you for the watchword associated with the article in question? Of course, it's Jojo Pons, Professor. Yes, that's right. And all the evidence we need. This gentleman is the rightful owner of the article, without a doubt. A watchword? Like a password. Interesting. So about these watchwords, Mr. Windybank. As I just explained, I never ask customers' names when they deposit items with me. There are many reasons why certain customers would like to keep their activities secret. Yeah, that wasn't exactly a subtle glance at Mr. Sholmes now, was it? Meanwhile, he's over there just like, aha, very nice lady in the screen, yes. Excuse me.
Great detectives have no dark secrets? Not at all!
Yes, well, anyway, that's what I always ask for, a watchword. Whenever I accept a new article. In many ways, it's like the secret combination of numbers used to unlock a vault. The date of deposit, a description, and a watchword uniquely identify each item. And of course, then I give the storage ticket to the customer. When someone comes to redeem something, I ask for the ticket and the watchword. And if that someone tells you the correct watchword, you return the article? That's right, sir. Yes. Just as soon as the requisite fee is paid. And I have supplied you with the information you require already. But for the avoidance of doubt, the article in question is an overcoat, deposited 2 months ago on 15th of February. With a watchword of Professor. All perfectly correct information.
But ow!
Really, this is beyond a joke now. There is no further room for doubt. Is that right, is it? So there's no need to talk about them anymore. I can converse with you, or... No, it's disappeared. Herlock has gone for wonders elsewhere. God, he must be. He's like a cat sometimes, so just wander anywhere he wants. Alright, let's have a word about yourself and get actually your name now. Excuse me, but who are you? One would expect the inquirer to introduce himself first. Though clearly you are not British, so perhaps our ways are foreign to you. Oh, sorry, yes, we're from the Empire of Japan. We're studying here. Ah yes, Japan. I've heard talk of the place. Jojo Pearls. Its inhabitants live on some fiery, brown-colored soup dressed up with exotic spices. You might be thinking of somewhere else. And what was that theatrical gesticulation about? Perhaps. Anyway, if you are a gentleman, sir, you offer your own name first before inquiring after the name of another. Oh, of course, yes. I'm Yunosuke Naruhodo. I'm a lawyer. Well, a student of law, really.
My name is Sasato Mikitaba. I am Mr. Naruhodo's assistant.
I see. My name is Benedict. Yes, Eggert Benedict. Fantastic name. Enchanté. God, he's so refined and snobby in how he holds himself and how he speaks, but that name is suspicious. Now to the matter at hand. Jojo Pearls, my overcoat, return it at once. To someone with the style to carry it off.
Every move he makes, every breath he takes. I'm watching him and I can't stand watching him.
That was so very clearly going to be... Was that very clearly in Every Breath You Take, that song by the Police? The Police? I think so. Was it the Police? No, I think, yeah, it was the Police. Every breath you take, every move you make, every bond you break, every step you take, I'll be watching you. And I'm tired of watching you, apparently, according to Gina. There you go. So let that be an end on the matter. And thank you for your costume, Mr. Eggert Benedict Shaw. Jojo Pearls. With such reasonable rates of interest, I may even decide to come back.
This is why I hate grown-ups. Just 'cause I'm a diver, everyone thinks that makes me a liar.
And the contents of the coat pockets, if you please, broker. But of course, sir. Here is the disc for you. Just this one? Pardon, sir? I was expecting another. That is, I deposited another. Oh, another desk? Oh dear. I regret to inform you, sir, that what was deposited with me was merely the overcoat. The disc happened to be in one of the pockets, but I was completely unaware of it until now. So, Gutterling, you're hiding more of what's rightfully mine, are you?
Says who, eh? I don't know nothing about it.
Very well. Jojo Pearls. Then I shall bid you farewell. Say goodbye to style.
Wait a minute. That disc is mine.
What do you think you're doing, you little tramp? You've drawn blood. You filthy animal.
Oh my. Yes, there's blood on the disc.
It's because of all those sharp little bumps. The man must have scratched his finger on them.
Palfia, hello, hello.
Don't mind me. I shall be, you have joined me voicing
Someone with a very thick Cockney accent like this.
someone who speaks entirely out of their nose, I hope you know. Sam.
I found it first, alright? I mean, it belonged to me old man. So you're not having it. Or you take it.
But me?
If I hang on to it, then have it off me again. So you keep hold of it.
Mr. Strahd, I... Why is this so important to her? Sounds like Luke from Professor Layton. Do you know what exactly, pal? You know exactly? I did say to myself when Gina first appeared, I was going to do my impression of Luke Triton as best I can, but just make it higher, slightly higher pitched and more girly. So that's what I'm choosing to do, exactly. Knew that Luke Triton voice would come into use at some point again. But anyway, I got a music box disc, a metal disc used to play music in the mechanical music box. The piece of music, which remains unidentified, is stored on the disc by means of small protrusions. And it's now on my person, unfortunately. You there, in the black library. Hand that disc to me at once, please.
No! He's lying! Grown-ups are all liars!
Oh, what do I do now? How am I going to resolve this? Gosh, how am I going to resolve this? No reason to talk to any more of them. Chat to you about it first. Mr. Windyback is clearly at a loss here. We have to do something about this before he reaches for that revolver of his. Right, so clearly he's not going to be used to it. Any use to it. Eat the disc! I'm not a Madame Mangetou. I'm not sure I can, you know, digest a disc. I'm not sure the disc is edible, unfortunately. Look at those piercing eyes. He's clearly in no mood to talk. We have to do something quickly before this mysterious gentleman leaves to fetch the police or something. You could very well say that. What about Gina?
Nah.
Wow, Mr. Strahd is really looking daggers at that mysterious gentleman. We need to do something to calm things down before she loses control and attacks him again. And look who would be here to be the perfect foil and distraction. Hey, cat person, I mean Mr. Sholmes. What are you examining with such keen interest there? As you enjoy a bar of caramel, I see. So, you found me at last, Mr. Naruhodo. Sorry? After that young pickpocket sent me on my way, I was forced to lurk in the shadows. Cruelly ostracized as the rest of you partook in the jovial atmosphere of fellowship. I had nothing to occupy my mind, but was too ashamed to let society see what my downfall had done to me. So feigning mock interest, I pretended to examine the tedious trinkets in this desolate place. Whilst, as you shrewdly observed, gnawing on the only friend I have left, this 7% solution of caramel. Pray do you claim to understand the depths of my despair, Mr. Naruhodo, but how could you? I was so lonely, so desperately lonely. Then why on earth didn't you rejoin the conversation? Things have gone from bad to worse here, you know. Yes, I have overheard much of your conversation. Or rather, in my craving for human contact, my ears devoured every word that was uttered. You really were sad, weren't you? You seem to be sad.
Oh, Mr. Sholmes, I feel simply awful for you.
It would seem that my inferences are correct. That my inferences are correct.
Oh, surely you're not about to tell us that you've solved the entire case once again?
Oh, goodness me, you know what time it is? My dear madam, sometimes I wonder, were my genius for deduction to be commoditized, how much could I pawn it for? It seems that Mr. Sholmes had another one of his flashes of inspiration. But who knows if it will help us to resolve the situation between Miss Lestrade and the mysterious gentleman. What's the right thing to do here? Oh boy, howdy, boys and girls and non-binary fineries in between. You know what time it is. Nope, you're quite wrong. Got that from the weirdest place yesterday. Got sick with the stomach flu and got prescribed meds that you use to deal with period cramps. You got girl meds for your girl body. That's... I'm sorry that it caused a bit of a weird feeling for you, but at the very least, I do hope that stomach flu and medications for that are working. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry that it ended up like that. But anyway. Well, Mr. Strahd, it would appear you find yourself in some of a predicament. Oh, sorry. Okay. I kind of was confused. Yeah. I mean, I wouldn't blame you if you got the negative feeling from that one, but if it was a mistake on your end and it was actually the nice feeling, then I'm gonna say,
Cool! Yeah, that's nice!
as I said, I hope the stomach flu is not so bad. I hope the medication is working. I hope so.
Where the blue blazes have you been, eh?
Pardon?
When a lady's in trouble, a true gent's supposed to be there to help, straight away! Not an hour later!
Gosh, harsh. Jojo Pons, and who, pray tell, are you? Oh, it's the battle of the posh voices. Mr. Eggert Benedict, you have, in my eyes, a veritably encyclopedic array of curiosities about your person. Nevertheless, there are two immovable conclusions I have drawn. I beg your pardon. The first is this. The true reason for your visit to this pawnbrokery today is something you have not yet revealed. And the second is this. A considerable crime is in contemplation. One you will orchestrate with intent to steal a vast sum of money. Well, Mr. Benedict, what say you to my deductions? Oh! Gosh, he's turned as white as a hard-boiled egg.
It would seem that once again, Mr. Sholmes has made a flawless deduction.
Let's blame not being not entirely well just yet. That's a valid excuse. Valid reason, to be fair. It's not stomach flu on my end. But it feels like the onset of like a very light cold. Or something that could have been onset from the hay fever stuff, but yeah, I'm trying to keep things a bit easier than usuals. I've got antihistamines on the go as well for the hay fever stuffs. So yeah, I'm hoping I don't get any worse off as well. Let's hope this for both of us, eh? Just who do you think you are, sir? Ah yes, as I hoped. That is precisely the pained expression I was looking for. Oh yes, really? So, shall we begin? The time has come for yet another Herlock Sholmes' Logic and Reasoning Spectacular. Oh, here you go. The game is afoot. The topic is the mystery man's aim. What's he here to do? Get Boogie into the dance and deduction music. Just like that. Just exactly like that. First of all, we must ask ourselves on what business you ventured into this pawnbrokery today. You claim to have followed this pickpocket here, having had the redemption ticket stolen from you on the street. But that is most certainly a lie. The real truth is something quite different. As revealed by that which you hold in your hand. Yes, what brought you to the shop in the first place is the staff recruitment flyer. The piece of paper in your hand is a staff-wanted advertisement for this very shop. Yet even the most unobservant would soon realize that a man of your appearance has no need of such employ. In other words, there is some ulterior motive for your actions. The cane, which you unwittingly clutch to your person, exhibits an incontrovertible contradiction. What utter rot! I've had this cane for years! The contradiction of which I speak is, of course, the missing ferrule. The end of any walking cane should be terminated with a metal ferrule to protect the wooden tip. And yet, detailed analysis shows the wooden tip of this stick to be utterly bare. Therefore, there is only one conclusion. The rod that you hold in your hand, which appears to be a walking cane, is in fact no cane at all. You recoil, sir. Is something wrong? And in your recoiling, you inadvertently facilitate the answer of the next conundrum to present itself. Namely, what is the truth behind this rod you bear? Careful, Sholmes. Yes, your reaction betrays the truth. The handle, which you evidently would like to conceal, is the key to understanding this riddle, you see. From the moment I saw it, my suspicions were aroused. Ayo, Herlock? What walking cane demands such a stout handle, mused I. But of course, as I said, this is no walking cane. No, that rod is the broken handle of a shovel. Oh, are you insane? Okay, that exclamation sort of took it out of me. I'm sorry. Oh, goodness. Whew. Yeah, I'm good. And now, having determined this undeniable truth, the conclusion is clear. Your true motive for coming here was to take employment at this establishment in order to excavate the ground beneath the premises. What a calculated crime you have conceived, sir. A wickedly calculated crime. Conclusion, supposedly, to tunnel underneath the pawnbrokery, all Great Escape style, I see. And what is the great crime afoot, pray tell? Now, Mr. Benedict, let us continue. For we must expose the detail of this elaborate crime you have in the planning. This is utterly absurd. You suggest that I, a gentleman, intend to excavate the ground beneath this pawnbrokery with a broken shovel? What on earth do you propose I can expect to find here? Jojo pose! Some long-forgotten treasure, I suppose? Save for such a fanciful theory, what possible reason could I have to do as you say? Oh, but there is ample reason. As you are only too well aware, Mr. Benedict. Ah, and your furtive glance is more telling than I could have hoped. What? Let us consider what would motivate a man to infiltrate a shop such as this and covertly dig beneath its floor. The answer is revealed by the council notice on the counter to which your eyes were inadvertently drawn. This letter gives notice of public works to be carried out in the local area. And according to the enclosed plan of the upcoming sewerage works, beneath this shop runs a sewer that adjoins another, one that runs under the bank on the opposite side of the road. This madness has entered the sewers now, has it? Hey, pardon me. By excavating the ground beneath our feet, you would gain access to the waterway that flows in very close proximity to the great vault of the financial institution opposite. What are you... In summary, sir, you devised a master plan to pull off an elaborate bank robbery by dint of the underground tunnels. Master plan, Jojo Hurt. Which brings us to the last final chapter of this lurid scheme. With what plunder did the thief hope to make off from the underground vault of the bank? Are you quite serious? I bite my thumb at thee. Yes indeed. Having consulted with Scotland Yard some days ago, I happen to know the answer. But naturally, the answer is no secret to you, is it, Mr. Benedict? I have no idea what you're talking about. Allow me to present a rather interesting piece of evidence. You see, this picture postcard tells us all we need to know. A
postcard of the Great Exhibition? I'm afraid you've quite lost me. Currently in the final stages of preparation, the Great Exhibition will soon be underway. And the government has provided extra funds to complete its centerpiece, the Crystal Tower. Funds that currently sit in the vault of the bank on the other side of this road. Pardon? Yes, the considerable crime you have been contemplating is the theft of that which sits in the vault of that bank, the special reserve funds for the Great Exhibition. Of course, that is top secret police information, so keep it under your hat, please.
Isn't it a Zeppeli's top hat too? I wouldn't know. I don't know old-timey fashions at all. I'm afraid.
That concludes Herlock Sholmes' great deduction of this pawnbroking puzzle.
Yes, I am sure.
Mr. Sholmes?
Well, Miss Naruhodo, an impressively upbeat deduction from a detective racked with loneliness, would you not agree?
Was it true what you said about the bank over the road and what it has in its vaults?
Indeed. Though few know of its existence, it's one of the government's most closely guarded secrets. Gregson told me in the strictest confidence.
But you just announced it to everyone here. Rather loudly, in fact.
Ah. And if it's such a big secret, how would Mr. Benedict have come to find out about it? There can be but one explanation for that. Clearly, it's because the man is a criminal.
But what if he didn't know anything about the money in the vault? If he's a criminal, as you said, then buying a brand new shovel is sure to be the first thing he does now that you've revealed the secret.
Oh. Or if he doesn't, maybe Mr. Windybank will. He already has plenty of shovels here after all.
Oh, my life! I assure you, I'm not so unscrupulous.
Well, hopefully this has taught you a valuable lesson. Sensitive information must be handled with the utmost of care. One can never be sure that someone privy to secrets won't disclose them. And once word is out, it's out. Perhaps I'll think twice before confiding into you next time then, Mr. Sholmes. An excellent idea, Mr. Naruhodo. An excellent idea. Ha 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 ha! He's dumb, borderline on himbo energy, but we freaking love this man, Mr. Sholmes. Will Antonio Sapelli, also known as Baron Sapelli, is the deuteragonist featured in JoJo's Bizarre Adventure Phantom Blood. The top hat isn't entirely the same, but it's close. I mean, I don't watch or read or know too much about JoJo's Bizarre Adventure, but if this man is meant to be some kind of a JoJo rip-off, facsimile, close resemblance, then if that's what they're going for, honestly, I could see it. Really, my knowledge of JoJo stuff is not really beyond the memes of JoJo stuff. Like, you know, you gotta do JoJo pose, something like that. And your stand is Zawarudo Tomare Tokyo. And he goes, 1秒経過、2秒経過、3秒経過、4秒経過、7秒経過. And then suddenly, road roller! And then comes down the big steamroller. That is the extent of my knowledge of JoJo's Bizarre Adventure. Thank you for coming to my TED Talk. Oh dear me. Right, we'll continue after I have a bit of a drink. This is nearly bothering and empty. I need to buy another one.
Oh dear. Well then, Mr. Naruhodo, you know what to do, I'm sure.
Yeah. Let's listen to that great deduction again and see if we can massage it into shape. Very well then, let us start once more from the beginning. Of Herlock Sholmes' magnificent logic and reasoning spectacular. Time to fix it. Course correction. Hold it, Mr. Sholmes. Hold it, there's something wrong with everything that you have said. Okay, we must ask ourselves on what business you ventured into this pawnbrokery today. You claim to have followed this pickpocket here, having had the redemption ticket stolen from you on the streets. But that is most certainly a lie. The real truth is something quite different. As revealed by that which you hold in your hand, what brought you to this shop in the first place is the staff recruitment flyer. And that is what we must fix. Again, coughs off the microphone. Cough away from the microphone, or at least just mute it. Like so. So by Mr. Sholmes' reasoning, Mr. Benedict came here in order to apply for a job so he could dig down through the floor.
Yes. In an attempt to tunnel into the sewers to gain access to the money in the vault in the bank across the road. But he wouldn't get very far with a broken shovel, would he?
No. I think it's fair to say his motives lie elsewhere. The question is, where? What did bring Mr. Benedict here at this particular point in time? What did do it? We must look about your person. Oh! Scribbled writing on the back. We can have an examine of it, surely.
Oh! Look at all the scribbled notes in the back of the flyer here.
I don't believe it!
What is it?
Listen to what it says. Name, Gina Lestrade, height 5'2". Green cap, scruffy waistcoat, grubby white shirt, blue satchel, ragged. It's a detailed description of Miss Lestrade.
Goodness!
There's even a sketch of her, hat and all. Although if we showed it to her, she'd fire that smoke grenade launcher in his face for sure.
And look, the detail of his shop have been written down here too. Windy Banks Pawnbrokery, Baker Street. Redemption deadline 15th of April.
Which is today's date. Why would Mr. Benedict have all that information scrawled on the back of that piece of paper? Info about Mr. Strada. To claim a bounty of sorts, maybe.
Take that!
Take that! Is the information there. We got it straight away. We're good at this now. Yes, what brought you to the shop in the first place is the info about Miss Lestrade. Quite so, my dear fellow. It would appear that the writing and sketch on the reverse of the flyer pertain to the pickpocket, Miss Lestrade, and to Mr. Windybank's pawnbrokery here. Oh! Yeah, we got it. You originally told us that you had merely given chase after Miss Lestrade stole a redemption ticket from you. But that, sir, is a thinly veiled lie. It is the information on the back of the flyer that led you here today, by which I mean here to Windybank's pawnbrokery, and today, the redemption deadline of that overcoat. So you waited outside for the young girl matching the description you have written down to arrive. And you have gone to some lengths to hide the reason for your pursuit of Mr. Strahd. In other words, there is some ulterior motive for your actions. The cane which you unlicitedly clutched to your person exhibits an incontrovertible contradiction. What utter rot! I have had this cane for years. The contradiction of which I speak is, of course, the missing ferrule. But it's not the ferrule. It might be the gilded naming on there. Like, does it actually belong to you? What's a ferrule?
It's the metal cap commonly found in the end of the cane, Mr. Naruhodo.
Oh, the bit that makes a nice clacking sound in the pavement.
Yes, exactly. And Mr. Sholmes is right. It appears to be missing on this cane.
But it doesn't actually look broken, does it?
No, it doesn't. Though the gentleman certainly did recoil when Mr. Sholmes identified the cane as suspicious.
In other words, there's some secret about this cane that Mr. Benedict would rather we didn't know. A secret about a cane with which we would rather not know. The different initialing. Not the missing ferrule. Yeah, it's gonna be the AG, because your name is not. Your name not be EB, as it would be if you're following your name here. It's AG. So let's have a look at the gilded letters. Look here, Mr. Sato.
There are some letters on the handle. Oh yes, those must be initials, I think.
In the
West, It's customary for people to engrave their belongings with the first letters of their names.
So Herlock Sholmes would be HS, you mean?
That's right. And the initials on this cane, obviously. Oh,
AG.
Why does it feel as though that's not quite right? Because it ain't, boy.
Take that!
Take that! Because it most certainly is not right. The contradiction of which I speak is, of course, the initialing. A most astute observation, wouldn't you say, Mr. Eggert Benedict? We are led to believe, sir, that your initials are EB. Yet in the most possessive manner, you have in your grasp a cane bearing the initials AG. An incontrovertible contradiction indeed, would you not agree? No, you're wrong. This cane isn't... You said before that you had that cane for years. So don't try to tell us that you just borrowed it from a friend or found it in the park. In short, though you hold yourself to be a gentleman, you have withheld your true name. You recoil, sir. Is something wrong?
You're right, I have been thoroughly echoing all this time. Oops, sorry. Well, what's done is done. Just proof that this is filmed live in front of a kind of small live studio audience, but we appreciate you all the same. Thank you for letting me know, Palthea. Still love you all, chat. Thank you so much for tuning in, and I hope you're still enjoying. And in your recording, you inadvertently facilitate the answer of the next conundrum to present itself. Namely, what is the truth behind the rod you bear? Yes, your reaction betrays the truth. The handle, which you evidently would like to conceal, is the key to understanding this riddle. Might be rather where he's looking, but we'll see. Let's consider the bare bones of what's happened here. Miss Lestrade redeemed that fine-looking overcoat, and now a mysterious man has appeared, introducing himself with a fake name, and claiming that the overcoat belongs to him.
but we know that he actually identified Mrs. Lestrade from written description, which suggests that everything else he's told us is untrue.
So what we need to do here is somehow prove that the overcoat cannot possibly belong to him. Oh, it's old and tattered, look at that! He would not dare wear something as oldie and tatteredy as that, surely.
Oh, the seam on the shoulder. It's coming apart, look!
So it is.
Do you know, a moment ago, when Mr. Benedict was surprised by something that was said. I thought I heard him making a rather strange noise. It sounded like a bit like a tiny growl. But now I think it was probably the sound of the seam ripping open.
If you look closely, it does seem to be a very tight fit.
Nani?
Nani? Are you trying to actually wear an overcoat that is way too small for you, sir? We'll see. This live studio audience member gotta go for walking the dogs. The fresh air will help you get well faster and then finally well enough to go outside again.
Yeah!
I hope it does as well. Please take care of yourself, Parthia. Thanks for coming down. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. If we were to run around in it, I'm sure the whole thing would fall apart.
That I'd like to see.
Sorry?
So how can we make Mr. Benedict run around?
She's really given this some thought.
Kind of a bit too much thought, in all honesty. Yeah, I think this is,
Take that!
that's what we've got to do. The split seam is the key to understanding the riddle. Let's go for it. The split seam, which you evidently would like to conceal, is the key to understanding this riddle, you see. Yes, because the overcoat is rather obviously a poor fit. Having forced it onto your broad shoulders, the seam is already breaking apart. My suspicions were aroused from the outset. when you so boldly lied about your name and so boldly waylaid his pickpocket. Ugh. This catalogue of untruths has all been for one very specific purpose. To steal the article that the young girl redeemed from Mr. Windybank. Oh. But what really irks me is this. The considerable crime I initially imagined has been considerably curtailed. Alright, true aim. To abscond with a redeemed item. What about the actual true nature of crime itself? Let's see. Now, Mr. Benedict, let us continue. For we must expose the details of this elaborate crime you have in the planning. This is utterly absurd. You suggest that I, a gentleman, designed a wheeze to filch some tawdry article of pawnage? Have you forgotten that I redeemed the article in the proper manner, using the watchword? Jojo pose. Had I not been the one to deposit it in the first place? How could I possibly have known the relevant details? N'est-ce pas? Oh, but the watchword can be discovered. As you are only too well aware, Mr. Benedict. Oh, and your furtive glance is more telling than I could have hoped. What? Let's consider how one might come to learn a secret watchword relating to the pawned property of another. The method is revealed by the council noted on the counter to which your eyes are inadvertently drawn. Wrong! It's probably the ledger.
The direction of the deduction must change rather dramatically now, I think.
Yeah, no more talk of tunneling into sewers. Oh, which is a pity, because it all sounded rather exciting. Anyway, you can't deny that this mysterious gentleman did know the watchword.
Yes, Professor. If you didn't know that word, Mr. Windybank would never allow you to redeem the article.
Or, looking at it another way, if you did know that word, Mr. Windybank would allow you to redeem the article whether it was yours or not. So the question is, could this gentleman have found the watchword out somehow? Yeah, probably by looking... Yeah, probably checking out the ledger, Doc. Pawnbroker's Revolver, council notice. What's on the notelet, pray tell? If you can't look at the ledger book itself. Look at this, Mr. Sato.
Ah, it appears to be a memo that Mr. Windybank has scribbled to himself.
Let's see, what does it say? Oh! Professor! Mr. Windybank must have made a note of the watchwords his customers give him, right before their eyes. And in an alarmingly clear script as well.
Oh dear! I don't know where to look. Who knows what other secrets I might see?
So it'd be that.
Take that!
It be that we replace. Yes, indeed. The method is revealed by the notelet on the counter for which your eyes were inadvertently drawn. Yes, the broker here follows the same procedure whenever a customer comes to redeem an article. He asks the customer for the watchword, and notes down the response uttered on the notelet he has to hand. Then he consults his ledger, and confirms whether or not the watchword matches that of the article in question. I would expect nothing less of a diligent pawnbroker. But his diligence clearly has its disadvantages. What are you talking about? As I get myself fixed in my chair again. It is increasingly apparent that you were present in this shop before your accusation against Mr. Strahd. In all likelihood, you followed her inside and then observed her talking to Mr. Windybank. When the diligent broker made a note of the watchword, as is his common practice, you observed him writing the word professor on the notelet beside the ledger. And that, sir, was the master plan you devised to steal the pawned article from the young Mr. Strahd. Master plan? Which brings us at last to the final chapter of this lurid scheme. Why would you go to such lengths to redeem that particular article from this pawnbroker? Are you quite serious? I am serious, and don't call me quite. For an ill-fitting overcoat, hardly seems to justify the effort, much less a worthless music box disc. But naturally, you had very good reason to make them yours, didn't you, Mr. Benedict? I have no idea what you're talking about. Allow me to present a rather interesting piece of evidence. You see, this picture postcard tells us all we need to know. Oh, really? The articles we're talking about are the overcoat and the music box disc that was in one of the pockets.
Which, according to Mr. Windybank, isn't even worth a penny.
And yet this man went to such lengths to steal them. Why?
I wonder if perhaps we already have the evidence we need to explain it, Mr. Naruhodo.
Huh, could we? Really? I better have a thorough look over all the evidence we've collected so far. Okay. We never did examine. Look at all the little bumps in the disc. They're so tiny.
Yes, the protrusions are called pins, and they plug the teeth of the comb to make notes. And just on the edge, there's a small amount of blood.
Yeah, the blood of the mysterious Mr. Eggert Benedict.
When Mr. Lestrade tried to grab the disc from him, the pin scratched his fingers, it seems. Like when you grated some daikon radish and accidentally catch your finger.
Ouch! Just thinking about it hurts. And puts me off eating radish. And why such a shame? Because radish do be quite good on many things. For McGilded. Pray tell what?
Oh, there's a little scrap of paper stuck on the reverse side of the disc. Look! And a scribbled word or two. It looks like somebody's name. For McGilded.
McGilded? It couldn't be!
But it is, Mr. Naruhodo. A name I shall never forget for as long as I live.
But why? Why is his name on this? And the music box's information has been updated. On the reverse side is a note that reads, For McGilded. So now it's updated, I guess we can now present it as the evidence we need. Let's go for it.
Take that!
Take that!
Yep.
I think we got it.
Yep.
You see, this music box disc tells us all we need to know. What's that? On the back? It reads, For McGilded. Mr. Magnus McGilded, the unfortunate philanthropist who perished in curious circumstances at the Old Bailey 2 months ago. A prominent man in London, though his loan-mongering demonstrated a distinct lack of scruples. So, you're an associate of his, are you? Or perhaps a subordinate? Mr. McGilded was a man of unusually small stature. In fact, he was precisely the right size for that overcoat you squeezed yourself into. Your true identity remains shrouded in mystery, Mr. Eggert Benedict. But the final conclusion here is crystal clear. The reason you came to this pawnbrokery today was to retrieve an article left behind by the late Magnus McGilded. I think that right. And gosh, after all that talking, I need to drink.
Oh, goodness.
It's elementary, as they say. Yes, indeed. Well. Mr. Magnus McGilded. Not a name I expected to hear in these circumstances.
Mr. Sholmes, I'm afraid there's something very troubling on my mind.
Pray tell, Miss Susato.
Well, according to what Mr. Windybank told us earlier, today was the final day on which the code would have been redeemed, was it not?
Yes, ma'am. That is correct. Today will be precisely 2 months since it was first deposited.
Well, today is 15th of April, so 2 months ago today.
Would have been 15th of February, sir. That's right. It's all carefully recorded in my ledger. Deposited at 10:30 p.m., I hear.
What? But that suggests...
Yes, the 15th of February is precisely the day on which the ominous murder took place. And 10:30 in the evening is precisely the time at which the terrible events were unfolding.
I think I accidentally read one of those lines in Susanna's voice when it was meant to be for Yunosuke. Yes, I did. You know what? I'm keeping the take. It's fine. Suggestive is not the word. It would seem the matter is entirely beyond coincidence. You are, of course, at liberty to make whatever outlandish deductions you choose. However... Jojo Pose. With gun! I must insist you hand over the music box disc now. Ah! It would be a terrible shame for you to return to your native land in a box. Ah! Ah! What do I do? What do I do? What do I do? What do I do? Gosh, I don't want to cliffhanger this. But what we are going to do is overwrite and take just a smidge of a short ad break here, because I think we've got a perfect cliffhanger. And yeah, I will make my decision of what to do after we take a break. Don't worry, new YouTubes, we'll get right back to it for you in that video, because we cut out all the highlight breaks, of course. But for people in the Switch stream currently, it's time to take another very, very short intermission, probably the last one of the stream as well. And I'll be back in a few to resolve this matter while I have a gun at my face. Yeah, this has turned into a right royal set of events, hasn't it? So let's resolve them when we come back after this break. I'll see you in a few minutes. So, the predicament we find ourselves in is whether to hand over the disc or to say, nah, mate, get naffed. All with the face of a gun in our hand. This is a true predicament. I did not expect your stand to be literally just a gun, my friend. Alright. Let's see what this goes here. Don't forget, people in this stream currently, if you're watching this on Twitch, we will put this up on our YouTube channel. The Laura Petal VOD YouTube channel will be housing this video a week afterwards, a week down the line, so check on the YouTube channel in a week's time if you want to watch this back and enjoy it over there again, with all the break times cut out as well, so no interruptions, barring whatever YouTube ads might play. But yeah, that's at least the long break period out of the way as well, so yeah, with that, let's continue, shall we? I don't think the man has the cojones. There are some things a man must protect at all costs. This may well be one of those things. Then again, it may not. Oh god, you've got a gun too! Mr. Windybank! This is my shop. I can't allow any harm to come to my customers. If that were to happen, I should have to take my own life. Mr. Windybank, no! Some voice of reason's come in. Alright, that's enough.
Ah, Gregson!
Inspector Gregson! Inspector? That's right, Sunshine. The alarm was raised on one of our dedicated emergency lines. So we got here as fast as we could. Now, what's all this about, eh? What's all this, then?
Oh, praise me! You're here at last! I was moments away from forfeiting my own life in my very own establishment.
It would seem you have the upper hand. Right, you've lot have got some explaining to do. I don't appreciate being bothered with some petty argy-bargy while I've got my hand full of fish and chips.
Petty? Mr. Windibank very nearly met with his end.
Yeah? By his own gun, as far as I can tell.
Oh dear.
And the whole of Britain can meet with its end if I don't get to the bottom of the case I'm supposed to be working on. What? What on earth is the case, Inspector? Spare no detail, Gregson. I might have said a little too much. No matter. It's nothing to do with you lot. Anyway, sir, you're gonna have to come with me down to the station. But of course, Inspector. Ah! Jojo, run away! He's getting away! Get after him, lads! Whistle the beat, Officer 2!
Oh, sir!
One of them is a Meekins ancestor going like, yes, sir! There's been a spate of thefts at pawn shops round here recently. So we fitted emergency buttons underneath the counters for brokers to let us know when there's trouble.
Oh, Inspector, I was very worried there for a while. Very worried indeed.
Now then, Mr. Permanently in Mourning. Oh, yes? My uniform's not that black, is it? I'll be taking that whatever it is of McGildy's down to the yard, thank you very much. So, hand it over. Oh, yeah, of course.
No, don't! Don't give it to him! It's mine, that is! Mine!
I'm sorry, miss, but anything belonging to McGilded has to be taken in as evidence now. As evidence? If the police demand something as evidence, my dear fellow, we have no choice but to capitulate. It's all yours, Inspector. And so, we handed Mr. McGildy's disc over to Inspector Gregson, and were summarily turfed out of the shop and onto the street. Rude? Much rudeness to be had there, I assure thee. So it does say to be continued. We've only just come back from a break, so we'll do... Yeah, we'll do just a smidge more afterwards, because why not? We might get to some juicy deets into the next section, shall we? 15th of April, Baker Street.
Mothering your way down Baker Street.
And then it's like... just like that. Just like that.
See? That's why I hate grown-ups. All they do is feed you a pack of lies and take stuff away from you.
Oh, really, Miss Rod? Tell me, is that overcoat keeping you warm?
What? Oh my! Surely you were given that? Yeah? Indeed, let me keep it. After I looked daggers at him for long enough. He went through the pockets and then said, "Go on then, have it before telling me to scarper." Always pays off giving people a look like you hate them.
I can't help feeling that this is going to get you into serious trouble one day.
What I really wanted was that nice shiny disc, mind. The music box disc?
But Mr. Windibank said it was practically worthless.
I think I'm going to go and have another bash. Give him a long, hard stare.
I think not, Mr. Strad. We shan't enter Mr. Windibank again today.
Why not? That's not fair.
It can't be helped, I'm afraid. The police are investigating the scene now and taking a statement from Mr. Windibank.
But that disc's mine. I had a ticket for this coat, and it was in this coat's pocket. And there should be something else and all. That's what that rotten cove said, isn't it?
Yeah, he did mention something about another article, didn't he?
Well then, that's mine too. Whatever it is.
Right, now she's really pushing her luck. Mr. Strad, I think it's time to admit defeat. You've had your haul for the day.
Yeah, and it's all your fault, Sholmes.
So, what are your plans now? Will you dine with us this evening?
I? Hey, what?
Iris will be delighted to cook, I'm sure. And I might entertain you with a modest violin recital.
No, Tom.
Oh,
Why would I come round to your place, eh? Have you lost your head or something? See you, suckers!
he just went off, just like, pew! Exit stays left.
Oh dear, she's gone.
Having reviled on me quite unnecessarily, I might add. I can't help wondering if perhaps she might turn up anyway. Interesting. Once she's had the chance to calm down, I think there's a good chance she'll decide to come. Very well then. I'll inform Iris to set a plate for our potential guest at the dinner table this evening. And one more thing. I should be glad of your company later too. Sorry? I believe I will have a rather splendid surprise to show you.
Oh, how exciting! What is it?
You shall have to wait and see, Mr. Sato. If I told you, it wouldn't be a surprise, would it? Until later then. Until later on then. So I can't do the pawnbroker anymore, but we could do... Yep, we're asked to show our faces here, so let's moda. Let's moda. 15th of April, 3:46 p.m. in the Sholmes' suite.
Ah, Susie! And Runa! Come in, come in!
Good afternoon, Iris.
Thank you so much for breakfast this morning. Oh, don't mention it! Oh, goodness! Look at the time already!
Busy as always.
I am! I'm preparing everything for dinner this evening.
Already? You're obviously cooking something very special then, aren't you?
Oh, yes! After all, we have a special guest joining us. Guess who it is? Go on, you'll never guess.
Oh, look at those little lucifers shining. Must protect the precious bean.
Oh dear. It is awkward when you already know the answer, isn't it? It's Ginny! Isn't that exciting? Oh, what a surprise! Yes, that's wonderful news!
Wow, Iris seems overjoyed at the idea.
I can't wait to learn some pickpocketing tips from a real professional!
Oh yeah, that does sound like fun. Wait, what am I saying? What the heck am I saying?
I'm not sure that's entirely appropriate. Are you, Mr. Naruhodo?
By the way, Iris, what's Mr. Sholmes up to?
Honey? Oh, he's been like that ever since he got back.
Hello, Mr. Sholmes? I beg that you won't speak to me.
Sorry?
I don't know who you are, but kindly take your leave. As you can see, I'm not here. I don't know how to respond to that.
Oh, I do apologize. When he gets like this, he's completely oblivious to everything.
Yeah, I see.
Really? He behaves just like a child sometimes, Hurley does. Mrs. Sholmes and Iris have something of a parent and child relationship, don't they?
Yeah, except that Iris is clearly the parent here. Man, come to think of it, I wonder where her real parents are.
What's the matter, Runa? You have ever such a funny look on your face.
Oh, no, it's nothing. Not thinking dark things entirely. No, that's not me. Not dark thoughts, not me. Not ever.
I know what it is. Why does this girl live here with Mr. Sholmes, you're wondering? Am I right?
How? How did you? Now I feel guilty.
Oh, Runo, I can read you like a book.
Oh, this girl is dangerous.
Don't worry, you can ask me anything. I won't mind.
Is thou sure of this? What if we get very, very deep into this? How about it? But first, let's do light talk first. So by Ginny, you mean Miss Lestrade, the young woman from the McGilda case 2 months ago, right?
Yes! You also stole my experimental smoke grenade launcher. Although, after that trial, I invited her back here, and we had dinner together. And now we're the best of friends! Oh, what a lovely tale! Yes! Now if I bump her on the street, she runs away as fast as she can! Oh! And I chase after her down the back alleys!
That's an interesting idea of friendship. You're telling me that rather delightfully, shall we say?
And then I let her have the latest colour of smoke grenade I developed! Oh. There are so many beautiful colours in the world! Ginny wants me to make a whole rainbow!
I suppose this means you've let Miss Lestrade keep the smoke grenade launcher, have you? There we go again. Off the mic.
Yes, that's right! I've got bored of it anyway. Hurley always reacts the same way when I shoot him with it now.
Oh, poor Hurley.
Oh, I can't wait for Ginny to arrive! It's been too long since she last came over! I'm so excited!
I just hope she does actually come. Didn't want the dogs after all, but came back with a sudden headache. Oh no! But got some veggie broth instead. Oh yay! I hope that fixes things for you. Welcome back. We'll see how much longer we go today. Might not be too much longer, but we'll see.
I'm sure you've been wondering why it is that I live here with Hurley, haven't you?
Well, it has crossed my mind that and where are your real parents?
My mummy and daddy aren't with me anymore. Mummy passed away when I was born. And at around the same time, my father, well, he had to go to a faraway land because of one of the cases he and Hurley were working on.
Oh. Yep. 120% I feel bad now. Wait a minute. Did you say he and Hurley?
Yes. Daddy and Hurley were always solving mysterious cases together.
She didn't mention that before.
He wrote them all up in his diaries. That's what's in the metal chest over there.
Really? He recorded them all?
So, you mean it's true? Mr. Sholmes really did have a partner with whom he tackled some of his most taxing cases. Oh, yes! I mean, it's always nice to have one, isn't it?
So Mr. Sholmes' partner was your father?
Exactly! Hurley told me I wasn't allowed to look in the chest. But that only made me want to look even more. So I opened it up.
And found your father's memoirs.
Yes. So I asked Hurley, who wrote these? He nearly fell off his chair. But then he told me. And that's when I found out that the author of all those accounts was my father.
So Iris's father was Mr. Sholmes' partner. We can have words about that, because I have a suspicion I know where this is going to go. Based on what we've seen right at the start of this game, in all honesty.
I practically lived with Hurley all my life. I was tiny when he took me in. So, it came as quite a shock. When Hurley told me he wasn't really my daddy, I mean.
Yeah, it must have done.
I wonder why Mr. Sholmes chose to tell you. And at such a young age. Hurley says it's because he wouldn't have been able to hide it from me. Oh? Well, having lived with Hurley all these years, you might say that his ways have rubbed off on me. There are some things I can just see. Especially lies. I almost know when people are lying before they open their mouths sometimes.
Right. Also, I just noticed what the little charms that are on Iris's backpack, like little teddy things, like little Teddy Holmes and Watson maybe in animal form.
Oh, they're cute. I love them. Anyway, I was so fascinated when I read Daddy's diaries. That's what inspired me to write the adventures of Herlock Sholmes, actually. I'd always assumed Mrs. Sholmes simply told you all those thrilling stories. Oh no, Hurley's hopeless like that. He forgets everything. As soon as you solve the case, it all but vanishes from his mind. Oh, I see. The other day it was so embarrassing. As usual, he totally forgot about the case he just solved. So the very next day, he gathered together all the people involved and proceeded to solve the case again. It was quite the shock for everyone.
Yeah, you can say that again.
You share your father's surname, don't you, Iris? That's right, Wilson. Daddy is Dr. John H. Wilson. I learned from his diaries that he's a doctor of medicine, you see.
It has gone. It's going to go. If it hasn't gone there already, it is going to go down the path that I think it's going. Remember the very first victim of the very first episode of this game. The man who was poisoned. This is going to be gut-wrenching, I can tell.
That's what prompted me to study and study so that I could earn a doctorate as well.
Iris's father, who went to some distant land, and it's a doctor by the name of John H. Wilson. The court will now hear the trial of Yunosuke Naruhodo. Kindly state before the court the name of the victim of this case. The victim's name was Dr. John H. Wilson. That's right. Visiting professor of medicine at Imperial Yume University. And the man who, in the most bizarre circumstances, lost his life just before we left Japan. I decided not to bleed that out loud. Just for the effect of like, yeah, he's thinking that to himself. My god, the connection's been made. That sort of effect. Miss Susato.
Yes.
Perhaps we shouldn't pursue this conversation any further at the time.
I think that would be for the best.
It'll come at some point. It'll be just tragic, won't it? Meanwhile, comedy relief. Ah, my dear fellows, how good to see you.
Yeah! Mr. Sholmes!
Why, but did you not make your presence known to me before? Well, no matter now. So, how the devil are you? We've been with you for most of the day. Goodness, really?
Do tell me, Mr. Sholmes. Is your violin unscathed?
My violin? Whatever are you talking about, dear madam?
Oh,
Never mind that now. I have something far more interesting to show you. Behold, my dear fellows.
Oh, another music box disc.
No, not another disc, Mr. Soto. This is the one Gregson demanded we hand over as evidence. Mr. McGilding's disc.
Oh my!
Then, what's it doing here? God, I needed to do that. You know at times, Mr. Naruhodo. I think that though I have an undeniable turn for detection, I may well be even more adept at larceny.
to be wonderfully exciting. I'd be your pickpocketing assistant. And Rena could be our go-to lawyer if we ever got caught.
Right.
Plus, Susie has such beautiful handwriting, she could write all of our menacing crime notifications. Yes, I'd be delighted.
I'm just gonna pretend this conversation never happened, I think. Right, yeah.
Right, I think we're gonna pursue this even further. Let's keep it going. I don't understand. How did that disc come to be in your possession? I thought Inspector Gregson took it back to Scotland Yard. Quite correct. And that sort of uncompromising attitude is precisely why I always carry some of this.
That's a bar of caramel, Mr. Sholmes.
Your one and only friend in times of loneliness, if I'm not mistaken. If you will humor me, my dear fellows, cast your minds back to when the good detective confiscated the disc. I'll be taking that whatever it is that McGill did down to the yard, thank you very much. So, hand it over. Oh yeah, of course. If the police demand something as evidence, my dear fellow, we have no choice but to capitulate. It's all yours, Inspector. For the briefest of moments, I had the disc in my hands, did I not? Yeah, you did. But I still don't understand. It was at precisely that moment that I summoned my one and only friend into action. I pressed the disc into the pair of bars like this. That's amazing! The disc and all the minuscule protrusions have made an image in the caramel. Indeed, this caramel is quite exceptional. I developed it myself, you know. Suitably soft for making impressions, but resistant to melting. The result of a precisely controlled solution.
How extraordinary.
What's a bet in Iris is supposed to take the credit for that, but Sholmes is like, yes, this is Mrs. Magic Caramel that I made myself. But who is the actual, like, one with all the chemicals, huh? Although maybe, no, yeah, I've seen him dabble in some chemical stuffs in his various cutscenes, so yeah, probably I wouldn't put it too past him, so that's fine. Carrying a pair of these on one's person frequently proves very useful indeed. Take a house key, for example. A simple press, and its unique form is duplicated. I can enter anyone's property at will, and never without high sucrose nourishment. Yeah, it sounds illegal. From the image, I was able to create this. I confess I was most curious to know what manner of music would issue from the disc when it played. My voice is going to love me in the morning when I'm done with this. It's fine now. I enjoy doing this.
Do tell us then, Mr. Sholmes. What music does the disc play?
Well, unfortunately, I have no idea. No idea? None whatsoever. Are you familiar with the workings of a music box, my dear fellows? No, I'm afraid not.
Goodness! You don't know, Runa?
Oh, and you'll show me, will you? Okay.
Inside the music box, there's a special metal piece called a comb. That's what produces the sound. Small protuberances plug the different teeth of the comb as they rotate past it, making the different notes. The first music box is to be invented using a rotating cylinder with protuberances on it.
But over time, a new type of player was produced, which uses discs such as these. With that development, the popularity of music boxes spread far and wide, all around the globe.
Why exactly?
Because the discs are easy to produce, and can be interchanged to facilitate the playing of different tunes. There are a great many firms in Europe now manufacturing music boxes as a result.
It is wonderful to be able to enjoy music, even when no performer is present.
But it is the very success of the invention that means we are now presented with an insurmountable problem. What do you mean? As you may imagine, the construction of one firm's music box does not match that of another. And we have no way of knowing if which music box this particular disc was designed to be played. There is no resolution to this problem, I'm afraid. It's quite intractable. Oh, I see. So that's why. Naturally, I tested the disc in those few music boxes I have at my disposal. But as you can hear, to no avail. The results were equally unsatisfactory in this one. So, I'm presently engaged in inquiring an example of all the music boxes ever made in Europe.
Every single one? That's early for you. Always taking things too far.
But, my dear girl, an unsolved riddle is quite repugnant to my constitution. But surely all the different types in Europe will amount to a huge volume of music boxes, won't it? Yes, that is certainly true. In the worst case, I shall just have to ask you to vacate the attic room.
What?
Yeah, please don't. I like the attic. It's nice up there. Magnus McGilded. Not a name I expected to hear again so soon. Yeah, it's only been 2 months since that grisly case. Mr. McGilded perished within hours of the trial's conclusion. Was it the curse of the Reaper? No one knows, still now. The omnibus was reduced to a pile of ash. Not a shred of evidence remained. And with the man's death, the truth about the murder in which he was so intimately involved was buried. Oh no.
Even though we successfully established Mr. McGilded's innocence in the trial, the newspapers are still claiming that it remains an unsolved case.
Well, that's simply not nice, is it? The murder of the brickmaker, Mr. Thrice-Fired Mason. In the end, the truth of the matter remains a mystery. We still have no idea what really happened that night. And although Mr. McGilded was found not guilty through my defense, I still don't know if it was the right judgment or not. Ominous. It would appear the case is not yet closed.
Well, it's time I start to get things ready for dinner, I think. Ginny will be here before long.
Thank you, Iris.
Oh, well, you must let me help you then. Of course, Susie. There's plenty to do.
I think I shall investigate the condition of my faithful performing partner. Now then, where did I leave it? Let this be a lesson to you, Mr. Sholmes. Never leave anything too precious with the pawnbroker. Yes, you may be right.
Oh, and that reminds me of something Mr. Windybank said before. He said that he had a manuscript of Iris's in pawn, didn't he?
Did he? Yeah, he definitely mentioned it. Mr. Sholmes' latest tale of otherworldly mystery lies dormant in my storeroom, were his words, I believe. There's a lot of coughing coming out now. Oh dear.
So, you heard all about that, did you? I expect you were as incensed as I was. Oh yes, the idea of such a wonderful story languishing in Mr. Windybank's storeroom covering dust.
My dear madam, I'm quite sure I told you already. The pawnbroker's storeroom is the safest place for it. More secure than the bank's vault.
And what of your Stradivarius, Hurley? Was that safe and secure?
Well, maybe the occasional mix-up. Caused by a certain impetuous someone not too far from me now. With rather dashing, sooty blonde hair, I will add. My words, not the characters, actually, so there you go.
Do you have any idea how long it'll take me to write that Baskerville story, Hurley? Oh, it sounds so exciting. The Hound of the Baskervilles. I should love to read it. Ah!
Hmm.
Ah!
What's going on here? Why does it feel like an icy chill just swept through the room?
Susie, what did you just say? You said the Hound of the Baskervilles. But how could you know the full title? Well, that's
because Mr. Zara was such a great fan of all the stories about Mr. Sholmes, of course.
Ruda. The Hound of the Baskervilles has never been published.
What?
When I showed Hurley the manuscript, he told me that I wasn't allowed to publish it yet.
I don't understand.
That's why he said he'd keep it safe. Until it was the right time for the story to be made public, you see.
So that's why the manuscript is at Windybanks.
And yet, how could Susie here know its title? Well, Hurley, what's going on?
Ah! Huh? What is it, Mr. Sholmes? It would appear our guest has arrived.
Eh,
Mr. Strahd!
eh. This was a bad idea. I knew I weren't welcome. I'm going.
No, wait! Mr. Strahd! We've all been eagerly awaiting your arrival. Haven't we, Iris?
Oh, yes! Just wait there, Ginny. We'll have everything ready in a jiffy. Come along, Susie. Right, of course. It's a pleasure to see you here, Mr. Strahd. Please, make yourself at home.
Don't stand in the doorway, my dear girl. Come along in. What say you to some Mendelssohn? I won't take no for an answer. Mendelssohn it is, then. Yay!
On the cat! Wagahai! Meow!
I love Wagahai.
So nice.
That evening, Iris prepared us all a meal that was even more delicious than usual. Mr. Sholmes' violin performance was in no way meddlesome, and Gina, as we all came to call her, taught us all how to steal things from one another without being noticed. Everyone thoroughly enjoyed themselves well into the night. Aha! Oh, but now I'm curious. Do we continue this? I don't know if we're gonna leave off on a bit of a cliffhanger here. Yeah, I just spruce time. I think I should probably get some bed. I should get some sleep time now, unfortunately.
I'm so sorry we're gonna leave the cliffhanger. Where we're at right now.
Because it feels like something important is gonna happen now that we're in the light of the evening by candlelight and such. I have a feeling next time we have some even more rather terrible truths afoot. But we'll have to wait and see until we play this next time. People in the stream, people in the YouTube channel, thank you for enjoying this big old great adventure, the start of episode 5 and the big slog to hopefully get it done. I'm enjoying it still, and I hope you are too. If you're joining me on the Twitch streams, don't forget to tune in for the next stream when we continue this. If you're watching this on the YouTube, thank you so much for enjoying it. If you would like to leave your likes and comments down below,
And make sure that you leave a subscription as well, and hit the bell if you want to get the push notifications through to your inboxes when new episodes of this series and other videos come out on the Laura Petal VOD channel. And please feel free to do all that good stuff and check out all the other links in the description for all of my other places online that you can check out my things on. It's a lot of fun as always. I'm so happy to hear that, Palthia. I'm so happy to hear from the people in the stream and people in the and everywhere as well, saying that the streams have gone very, very well, and I hope that you continue to come for some more. Next time, more of episode 5, The Unspeakable Story, will be done and away with. But until next time, that's it from me. Have a nice day. I'll see you in the next video. Love you all so much. Stay awesome. And I do hope you enjoy whatever you got planned next. Until then, take care of yourselves.